Yeah. What's up? It's our boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. True Media Today, USA Boxing. We are back. Hold on, guys. Let me, damn, got all this shit on my goddamn shirt and shit. Oh, we're gonna talk some shit today. Day 10 on the Fridays. True. Hey, today, boy, the day 10 on the Fridays. But y'all don't know what time it is, boy. We know. You know how we do it on 10 on Fridays. On 10 on Fridays, we get it in. We get it in on 10 on Fridays. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let me see what's up. Make sure I got. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Yeah, we get them. Let me make sure you guys can hear me. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we good. True. Yeah, we good. True. Yeah, boy. Yeah, hey, boy. Hey, we talk a lot of. Man, I got another light right here I need to turn on. So that's the light right there. I think this light on my face too bright. Hold on, guys. This light too bright. Yeah, that's more like it. Yeah, I have a ring light. Oh, I don't have the other lights on. Hold on, guys. All right, cool. Yeah, I have a ring light, you know what I mean? So I had to turn it down a little bit, man. Hey, man, today, 10 on the Fridays. Let's give everybody that's here a round of applause, man. Round of applause. Yeah, boy. But you know what? Let me tell you something, bro. I've been peeping the scene. I've been sitting in the cut. I've been sitting in the cut on the low. I've been peeping the scene, boy. It seemed like Al Heyman has had a talk with the whole record label staff and as a crew at the PBC, and everybody is falling in line. True. I say, boy, these boy the switch up game, serious boy. They went from I hate Canelo. They went from I hate Canelo, F Canelo to, hey man, listen man, y'all leave Canelo alone. I remember doggone that Jose Benavidez Sr. He on a world tour with Bad Bunny, Jennifer Lopez, Doja Cat. I hear he on a world tour with them on an apology tour. He's still apologizing. True. Y'all remember that song about Nita Baker in the 90s? I think it was probably when that song about 94. Nita Baker came up with a song called I Apologize. Y'all listen to that song. I apologize. These dudes right here, man. I said, God damn, they let the boy from Mexico come over there, man. And I don't know how true this is now. I don't know how true this is. But sources say that a part of the contract that Canelo had signed with Showtime and the partnership he made with PBC. Sources say that he had Jermall Charlo, David Benavidez, and Jose Benavidez, and they said he had the other 300 fighters that the PBC have under their banter, you know, and he had them all lined up, and he told them, look, he said, look here, puto, there's gonna be some new rules. You know, right now, you know, I am more valuable than all 300 of y'all put together. These are the facts, right? They say Al switch it up. Hey, look here, man. Hey, listen, look here, man. Hey, you bitch ass niggas on that I got signed to the label. Yeah, Al, what's going on? You know, Al, oh my gosh, Al, you brought Canelo over. Yes, Leonard. You know, he said he don't want you to do any massages, so don't worry about that. Oh my gosh, I mean, I would never betray Floyd anyways. Floyd he's the only guy that I ever massaged in my life. You know what I mean? But anyway, so I heard he came over there, man. And now I'm looking at an interview that Floyd Mayweather gave. Floyd Mayweather is taking up for Canelo. True. Now, Floyd Mayweather was one of the main people who used to defecate on Canelo. And all of the dudes who hate Canelo are Floyd Mayweather fans. So since they Floyd Mayweather fans, and Floyd didn't really dig Canelo too much, well, so they thought. So what it is that's what it is. So I wonder how the people who love Floyd Mayweather but hate Canelo, now that they have Floyd taking up for Canelo, defending Canelo, there's a conflict of interest. I wonder what they're going to say. True. That's what I'm wondering.
You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking about?
Hey, man, let's get the super chat out of the way. That's all I'm saying. But this is hilarious. I never thought I'd see today. Well, shout out to L. Harvey, man. Shout out to Rahman, Knockdown 305, Dade County's finest stand up. Jamario, what's going on? Hey, listen, I never thought I'd see today. I said, God damn, boy. This boy doggone, and Canelo said, you know, let's take out Harvey. Hey, so Canelo thinking Al Heyman Jose Benavidez is on an apology tour. Everybody, all the fighters at the PBC is bowing down, kissing the pinky ring. Not pinky ring, the pinky ring, pinky. They kissing the pinky ring. Hey, look here. Look here. Canelo wrote a contract that gave me an offer I couldn't refuse. So he wrote a contract. He said he'll do a partnership with us for 3 fights. But it's some stipulations he wanted. He wanted 100 mil, so we got him that from Showtime. And then he said, everybody got to bow down and kiss his pinky ring. So all you broke ass niggas ain't paying. Y'all come over here, and all 300 of y'all kiss the pinky ring. And I want you to kiss the ring passionately. You can't just peck the ring. You gotta like tongue kiss the ring.
You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking about?
Pause. You gotta tongue kiss the pinky ring. Well, I want you to kiss it like you mean it. I want to see the neck muscles in your neck when you're puckering your lips up and kissing the ring. That's what I want to see. That's what I told him.
True.
I ain't got no proof of that. That's what I heard, though. That's what I heard. Shout out to Drew.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, I'll pick the white Mexican and told all of the black and Ecuadorian fighters to keep quiet and no fights. Hey, you know what, man? Hey, you know what? For all the pro Al Heyman guys, I think what we gonna have to do, dog, we gonna have to reevaluate our relationship with Al Heyman. I don't know what he look like. I don't know what he look like, and I don't even know what his voice sound like. But all I know, there's some old pictures out there from the 70s. We say that's Al Heyman. Yeah, nigga, that's Al Heyman, nigga. We got to get in line. What Al say goes. There's some old pictures from 1979 of Al Heyman. That's the only picture I see of him. It's the same old pictures, right? I said, okay, I got these pictures from the 70s, but goddamn, so why we gotta thank Al Heyman again? Like we ain't seen him. We don't know what he look like. Shit, Terrence Crawford ain't seen Al Heyman.
Hey, okay.
Remember Crawford said, well, I tried to meet with him, and he said, nah, he can't meet with him right now. His mom's sick, so Al Heyman's mother was sick, and Al Heyman is in Cleveland taking care of his mother from what I heard. You know what I mean? I do get paid. I do get checks from Al Heyman on the back end. These are the facts, right? Sources say. I do get checks on the back end, on the low, but listen, I'm only telling you guys. Don't tell nobody else. Shout out to my sister Fee on the tube. Shout out to Jessica. I'm just telling you guys, I do get paid on the back end. This is a pro PBC channel. This is a pro PBC YouTube channel. If you got a problem with the PBC, you got a problem with me.
True.
But this ball been taking the easy matches, fighting other balls.
Anybody got a problem with the PBC as a record label, staff, and as a crew, you got a problem with me.
To this day.
I knew it. That nigga was PBC all along. Coach was one of the Wakanda niggas. I knew Coach was a Wakanda. He's one of the PB. I knew he was playing possum. He was working undercover all along. Hey, Shamar, yo.
Hey, okay.
We're driving that quarter over. Bam, double your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He say, damn, now Floyd don't fell in line, coach. He said, Canelo went to the PBC, took 100 mil, and checked all the fighters, trainers, and promoters. Hey, I'm just saying, bro. Like, hey, that don't make no damn sense. I said, how the hell he was able to do that? They don't do that for Jermall Charlo. They don't do that for Jermall Charlo. They don't do it for none of the Charlos. Jermall getting slapped. King of Player slapped the shit out of Jermall Charlo. Then shut your bitch ass up. Hey, dog, King of Player walked over to Jermall Charlo. He said, what did the 5 fingers say to the face? Slap the shit out of him. He said, nigga, don't you ever put your hands on my beard again. Yeah, I called you a nigga. You ain't gonna do nothing. Nigga, you better never put your hands on my beard again. Come get you some. Boy, and he called him a boy.
True.
Boy, he ain't want no smoke with that
Down
nigga.
from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Boy, Boy, listen, boy, that slap, boy, listen, they still talking about that slap. Hey, pound for pound. You know what, Caleb Plant, my nigga now. Caleb Plant, my nigga, he might as well shit. The Alphabet Boy said he was black, so Caleb Plant, my nigga, he my nigga, dog. I got to rock with him. I got to rock with him, fam. I got to rock with him. It is what it is. Hey, let's get into the show. Give everybody a shout out. Let's get into the show. Now, Floyd Mayweather defends Canelo from cherry-picking allegations. So people say, but Coach, man, Coach, you making this shit up. Floyd ain't say that. Guess what? Y'all know if I say something, I have the receipts. True. Over the years, Canelo Alvarez has received lots of criticism from critics who say Canelo isn't fighting the best fights that the fans want to see. You get what I'm saying? But now that Canelo has signed a 3-fight deal with the PBC, partnership with the PBC, Paramount Global, and Showtime, which that's the parent company of Showtime, Paramount Global, Floyd Mayweather and everyone else at the PBC have seen to have changed their tune. They seem to have a change of heart now that Canelo is over there, right? First, it was Jose Benavidez Sr. going on a worldwide apology tour with Bad Bunny, Jennifer Lopez, J. Bobby, Doja Cat. They say he on tour right now in Latin America right now, apologizing to Canelo and all of his fans for all of the negative things that him and his son, David Benavidez, the Ecuadorian monster, aka the Mexican monster, have said about Canelo. Now, Floyd Mayweather seems to have changed his tune as well when it comes to the cash cow boxing Saul Canelo Alvarez. In a recent interview with Fight Hype, you guys do know that Fight Hype is a propaganda machine for the PBC, Mayweather Promotions and Floyd Mayweather. We do know this, right? The Fight Hype is a propaganda machine for those guys. These are the facts. Floyd Mayweather said that Canelo is not a cherry picker because he proved himself already. That's what he said. True. I wonder how Floyd Mayweather fans that hate Canelo Alvarez feel about this act of betrayal by Floyd Money Mayweather. Floyd Money Mayweather, he's off cold. He has betrayed us fellow Wakandas. This is a I hate Canelo Alvarez pro PBC, pro Al Heyman channel, and Floyd Mayweather has got off cold. True. He's never done that for any of the black fighters, but he wants to do it for the Mexican fighter. True. A white Mexican on top of that. You get what I'm saying? Do you guys feel that Floyd Mayweather is kissing Canelo's ass? Do you feel that he's kissing every freckle on Canelo's cheeks? True. Do you feel that, Canelo say, look here, Puto, look at how you want me to sign a $100 million contract. I tell you what, I want every one of these guys, especially this guy, to kiss every freckle on my cheeks. True. I'll say, this Al right here, I'll say, hey, where the glasses at? Where the glasses? Hey, hold on, where the glasses at, man? Where the glasses at? I gotta get this. Oh, here they go right here. This the meat right here. This the meat right here. All right, look everybody, this Al Heyman. Listen, check it out. I know you bitch that nigga ain't never seen me before. I'm like Charles Angels. Listen, Canelo, we got Canelo. He coming aboard. Everybody got to get in line. He is the most important fighter on the roster. The rest of you bitch that niggas ain't a draw. Tank, he doing his thing, but outside of him, outside of Tank, Arrow, and maybe Wilder, rest of y'all niggas ain't doing that. Especially you charhoes. Anyways, he said that in his contract that you guys got to kiss every freckle on his cheeks. So we're gonna do what it takes. I want everybody to be a team player. A team player. You guys got to come together and start kissing some freckles on cheeks. True. Hey, Jermall Charlo. Hey, Al, what up? Which cheeks are we kissing the freckles on? He say all of them. True. Hey, which cheeks do we have to kiss the freckles? He said all of them. But he's a Floyd Mayweather, dog. Boy, goddamn. He said, do you guys feel that Floyd Mayweather is kissing Canelo's ass, all the freckles on his cheeks, now that he's with the PBC? Now that he's with the PBC, everybody changing their tune. Do you guys feel that Floyd is being a hypocrite by criticizing Canelo in the past for doing the exact same thing that he did when he was a fighter?
True, true, true.
Or do you guys feel that Floyd Money Mayweather is being disingenuous and is taking up for Canelo in the eyes of his critics? He's never done that. Never. Hey, like, share, subscribe. Share this video. Leave a comment below. Let everybody know when you're on. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Boy, that goddamn Floyd. But that doggone, like I said before, we believe in working smarter, not harder. We believe in working smarter, not harder. Like this is the thing that tripped me out, right? Nah, you guys know I like Floyd, but I don't like Money Mayweather. I like Pretty Boy Floyd. I never liked Money Mayweather. I like Pretty Boy Floyd. And I'm gonna tell you why. There's a difference between Pretty Boy Floyd and Money Mayweather. A lot of these guys who are fans of Floyd, they came along in the Pretty Boy in the Money Mayweather phase, right? So that's all they know. They don't know nothing else about. So I never liked Money Mayweather. Money Mayweather was, he's a narcissist. You know that. Anytime they do an interview, he gonna make the interview about him. Money Mayweather can be at any kind of event. Look what he did at the Hall of Fame. He makes it all about himself. I'm the greatest fighter ever did it. No one's better than me. No one can throw a jab like me. I this and that. And that's just not true. You're not the greatest fighter that ever put on a pair of gloves. Now, you're the greatest businessman that ever put on a pair of gloves. I give you that.
True, true, true.
And dudes like to use straw man arguments for saying, well, he's 50-0. He got a perfect record. There's several fighters that have perfect records that never lost. But Conor McGregor fight don't count. That was an exhibition match that he made a lot of money on, right? And you got to look at the era that he's coming up in. You had fighters who won 89 fights in a row without a loss. You had fighters who won 60-something fights in a row without a loss. Ray Robinson was a motherfucker. Julio Cesar Chavez. So, you got guys who've done this. Yeah, we won what you did without retiring, and we won more after that. And we won more before we even got a loss. So, these guys today, he ain't never had a loss. What the fuck that mean? But I'm not here to argue about that. I'm not here to argue about that at all. I just like to put everything in its proper context. Because when people say stuff, they make these blatant statements, and that's just not true. Now, before we get into the show, we got to say all praise is due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the guy who pays Coach Malachi on the back end, on the low, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me?
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. Them names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
You get what I'm saying, though? So I'm like, 6-figure Johnny. We got that's 6-figure Johnny. 6-figure Johnny in the house, man. Hey, you know what? If y'all don't like what Floyd did, you ain't gotta like it, but you better respect it.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it.
Let's go.
Stop playing with my fucking name. All 3 of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
These jitterbugs, you'll be surprised. A lot of these young fighters, they know nothing about the old fighters, the greats. They know nothing about them. Because hold on. They know nothing about them. They know nothing about them. A lot of these young fighters, they know nothing about them. They're not studious. Like, I'm gonna tell you a guy who really is a boxing historian, Bernard the Boxer. Bernard the Boxer will body probably 99% of these guys online. Not only online, but just even some of the fighters, just some of the just 99% of the boxing writers. He'll body damn near 99% of them. They don't have a third of the knowledge that Bernard the Boxer have. And I'm not capping for him. Like, that dude can call fights out of his head. Yeah, 1929, set. Yeah, man, but 1936, break. He can break the style down and everything. Like, he know his stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like, literally, he know his stuff. But now that Canelo is over there with the PBC, bro, it seemed like that, don't say they too. I say, boy, ain't nobody gonna believe me. I'm gonna show the receipts. Now, listen. If you sitting here watching the show, hate watching, we got over 300 people in here and less than 200 likes. If you watching the show, hate watching, don't want to hit the like button, Riley, get him.
Fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on.
Fuck them shoes, fuck your socks with the bell on it, fuck them cheap ass cigars, fuck your yuck mouth teeth, fuck your hairpiece, fuck your chocolate, fuck Guy Ritchie, fuck Prince William, fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
I mean, that's just the reality of the situation. Like, a lot of these guys, you'll be surprised, man. Like, it's some sharp dudes in this boxing. Ring IQ, sharp. Blood boxing, sharp. Scrapbook boxing, sharp. What's my main man over there in the UK? Damn, I forgot. Shit. It's a dude over there, Scrapbook. It's some dudes that run circles around the motherfucker in this boxing shit. They really know this shit. Like I listen to these channels that learn stuff myself. Because these guys are very, very studious when it comes to this stuff, the boxing. These boxing historians, man, they're handcuffed. Like, a lot of guys who don't have a whole lot of boxing knowledge, they don't like being around people who have a lot more boxing knowledge than them. Like me, I'll be around people who got a lot more boxing knowledge than me. My uncle, I miss my uncle, man. My uncle was a motherfucker. My Uncle Benny, man, he was a mug, man. But you get what I'm saying, though? So, I mean, it is what it is. Now, hold on, I don't want nobody thinking I'm capping. They say Coach capping. Boy, I got the receipt right here, boy. Where is that? Hold on, let me see. Let me make sure I pull it up now. Let me make sure I pull it up. Boy, people 38 hot. I don't know if the diehard. See, this is the thing too. If you're a diehard Floyd Mayweather fan, the rule is if you love Floyd, you have to hate Canelo. Cause Floyd been hating on Canelo for a long time. So whatever Floyd do, his followers do. So Floyd don't like him, we don't like him. So now that Floyd's followers is seeing that damn Floyd praising Canelo and defending him, because there's a lot of people who call this show, they say Canelo has been ducking and cherry picking.
True.
And I said, okay, that's fine. So you don't like the fact that Floyd Mayweather, you don't like the fact that Canelo is ducking and cherry picking. No, I don't like that. I don't like the fact that he's ducking and cherry picking. Well, you do know that Floyd did it. No, Floyd didn't win ducking and cherry picking. Floyd fought the best every time he fought.
But when you are put in a certain position, he should be he's able to, like me. You know, when I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, because I earned that right.
They say that. Every time they say that, I hit him with that clip there. And then when you show it to him, what was it? That ain't what Floyd said. Floyd said he pick and choose who he wanted to, because he earned the right to pick and choose who he wanted to. So you mad at Canelo for doing what Floyd Mayweather did? How can you be a diehard fan of Floyd Mayweather, love everything that Floyd Mayweather did, but then get mad at Canelo Alvarez? Make it make sense.
True.
Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense. You're a diehard Floyd Mayweather fan. You love Floyd dirty draws. You love every time he say, like I said before, every time he stutters and his cadence, you love everything about him, right? But you hate Canelo. How can you love Floyd and hate Canelo? Like somebody explain this to me. How can you love Floyd and hate Canelo? When it did, I shout out to my sister Duchess the Wisdom. What's going on, sis? How can you love Floyd and hate Canelo? When it did acknowledge well Canelo learned it from Floyd. So that doesn't make no sense to me. You mad at Canelo for doing the same stuff? And listen, and if you feel that Canelo ducking and cherry picking, well, goddamn, picking and choosing who he want to fight. What the hell Tank Davis doing? Now I do get it. Well, Tank don't have to fight no top guys because he a cash cow. He can sell out a venue fighting a whole head cheese sandwich.
True.
But I'm saying for me, it's just fake outrage. It's just fake outrage. Shout out to Jamario.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, outside of money Floyd made in boxing, do you think Bud has surpassed Floyd as accomplishment and legacy go in boxing? That's a good question. That's a real good question. I wouldn't say it you know what that question, the answer to that question is subjective because people, I have to sit back and look at all the Floyd's accomplishments. Again, I like Floyd. I like Pretty Boy Floyd. Pretty Boy Floyd had 35 fights on the top rank. He had 35 fights on the top rank, and then Money Mayweather, he fought some named fighters, but he fought them at advantageous points in their lives. Like, he fought Canelo. He was like 36 years old, but Canelo was too green, so he took advantage of that situation. Nothing wrong with that though, because Canelo was a young fighter. He potentially could have won that fight, but he took advantage of that. Schooled Canelo on that. But then he fought Sugar Shane Moses, but Sugar Shane was 40 years old or 75 years old when he fought him. He fought Manny Pacquiao, but people was upset because he fought him 5 years too late. But Floyd Mayweather was older than Manny Pacquiao. I don't fault Floyd for the Manny Pacquiao fight too much, but Floyd fought that fight very, very cautiously when he fought Manny Pacquiao. He made it very, very boring. He fought very cautiously. He don't get no credit for fighting an exhibition in Conor McGregor. He fought, I got to go back and look at them last 15 fights. But, Floyd will brag about, he'll say belts don't mean nothing, but then brag about all the belts he won. He won more WBC belts than anything, titles. And they had 25 belts when Floyd was boxing, so he had more opportunities to win multiple belts versus someone else back in the day when they only had one belt. I would say there's a strong argument for Terrence Crawford because I think Floyd is four-division world champion? Four-division world champion, he went up 4 weight classes or whatever. But I think the icing on the cake, I won't say that he's surpassed Floyd. I won't say that, but I think the icing on the cake for Bud is he's a 3-division world champion, and he's 2-division undisputed champion. He's a 2-division undisputed champion. But has he surpassed Floyd? Nah, I won't say that. I won't go that far. But what Bud did is very, very unique. In the 4-belt era, became the 2-division undisputed champion. That ain't bad at all. And then at his age, he's almost 36 years old. He's stopping mofos. Like the age that Bud is in right now, he's still stopping people. Like stopping them. Motherfuckers ain't going 12 rounds with Terrence Crawford. And I think at Floyd age around this time, people was going 12 rounds with him, but I give it to Floyd. I give it to Floyd. I get an edge to Floyd on that. And, it's subjective. It's subjective to the individual. You see what I'm saying? So I know some of the Floyd worshipers will be upset with me because they feel like I ain't praising Floyd like I should. And I know more about Floyd than the niggas who worship Floyd. They don't know nothing about Pretty Boy Floyd. They don't know nothing about Floyd in the Olympics. They just know about Money Mayweather, and they think that's where it all started in there.
True.
You get what I'm saying? They think that's where it all started in there. We need 56 more likes. We need 56 more likes. We're going to open up the phone lines. Let me go ahead and show you guys this here. Hold on. That was a good question. That was a real good question. Because, I always say, man, now the Terrence Crawford haters, going to feel some type of way. That's understandably so. Floyd has some hell of accomplishments, so I'm not going to do that. But two-time undisputed, that's some historic shit right there, bro. Now, here you go right here. Boxing scene. Mayweather defends Canelo from cherry-picking accusations. This is where I got my title from. You proved yourself already.
True.
Hold on. Now, not too long ago, Floyd was saying, we want to see, like me, right? When I was boxing, I used to pick and choose who I want to fight, who I want to, because I earned that right. Like I said before, we believe in working smarter, not harder, and working smarter is, taking on the less risky fights and for the most amount of money, because I am the cash cow. Yes, I did it before him. Yes, I schooled Canelo. I taught him everything that he knows. He stole from black fighters. He's been stealing from black. Hey, everybody, Coach Eddie say, man, Coach, the man been stealing from black fighters, stealing all our moves. He been stealing all our moves. That's what Coach Eddie say, man.
True.
You get what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather, bro, I was shocked. Hey, my jawbone went out of socket. I had to go to the hospital to get my jawbone snapped back in place. I couldn't believe what I read. The road the road to Canelo Alvarez is traveling is the one that Floyd Mayweather once was on, right? I don't like the way this guy started out this article. Now they gotta I need to show them how to write this stuff. The disrespectful comments, the constant chastisement, and the so-called cherry-picking labels all sound familiar. Most recently, the 33-year-old was lambasted for choosing Jermall Charlo, a fighter who campaigns 2 full weight divisions below him. Y'all see how he's setting it up. Now, this boxing scene, you know what I mean, trying to throw a little jab in there. Mayweather, after taking countless arrows, notices that Alvarez, 59-2-2 with 39 KOs, is being given the same treatment. Now, this is the crazy part about it. He said, although they haven't always been the closest of friends, the former 5 division champ admits that Alvarez has already demonstrated his greatness over and over again. Let's stop right there. Now, they say Mayweather, after taking countless arrows, notices that Alvarez, 59-2-2, 39 KOs, is being given the same treatment. Although they haven't always been the closest of friends, the former 5 division champion admits that Alvarez has already demonstrated his greatness over and over again. And they sit back and say it right here. Now, whatever arrows that Canelo has been taking from a lot of the fans, Floyd fans, guess what? Floyd Mayweather was one of the people that was shooting arrows at Canelo.
True.
This is what Floyd say. You proved yourself already. Mayweather told Fight Hype, you proved yourself. you What is it, Kai? Come here. Hey, he say, what is it? Yeah. Just give me a minute, okay? All right, yeah. Hey, he said, you proved yourself already. He said, Canelo getting the same treatment as Floyd did. Yeah, but Floyd was one of the people that was giving him that treatment.
True.
Let's not forget that Floyd was one of the main people that led the charge criticizing Canelo. I mean, let's be real. Let's be honest. Listen, everywhere Floyd Mayweather go, he got to bring up Canelo name. Floyd Mayweather at the strip club, at one of the strip clubs. Like I said before, Big Booty Judy, drop it down for me, baby. Drop it down for me, baby. Yes, like my Uncle Roger say, you don't know shit about boxing. No, Floyd, I'm a stripper. I don't know nothing about boxing. You're right about that. I know you don't. Do you know how many world champions I beat? Do you know how many world champions I beat? Yes, Leonard, where Leonard at? Leonard, yes, Floyd, I'm here, Floyd. What's going on, Floyd? Leonard, where you at, Leonard? Yes, Floyd, I'm here, Floyd. Let her know, Leonard. Let her know that I beat 75 world champions. No, I beat 75 world champions. How many? I won the most belts out of any world champion in the world. Yes, Floyd, you did win the most world champions, but to be honest, Floyd, back when Ray Robinson and Ali and all of those guys was fighting, they didn't have 1 million belts like you did when you were fighting for it. Just not throwing the shade, but they didn't have 1 million belts, so you had more opportunities to win 25,000 belts when those guys only had 1 belt and they had to fight everybody. They wasn't allowed to cherry pick and pick and choose because, just like you did. What do you say, Leonard? What do you say, Leonard? Oh, nothing, Floyd. I was just, I agree with you, Floyd. I agree with you. You get what I'm saying? So these same dudes, I'm like, okay. Man, Floyd was one of the main ones throwing shade at Canelo, and everybody took cue. Everybody took, because them diehard Floyd Mayweather fans now. You know how they is. They still talk about Floyd right now. Like, God, well, Floyd did this and Floyd did that. That's all they know. They only know Money Mayweather. They don't even know Pretty Boy Floyd. For real though.
True.
I'm not a fan of Money Mayweather. I'm a fan of Pretty Boy Floyd myself. Now I know Floyd broke the bank. He made the most money and all that stuff there. That's fine. He made money. He did his thing. That's fine. That shit ain't got nothing to do with boxing. That just got to do with he was a really good, smart businessman, and I take my hat off to him. And Floyd, we do know that I make smart investments. We know Floyd made smart investments. Hey, shout out to Sam.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that, Sam Harlan, for dropping that quote over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Sam said, press the like button, show love. It costs you no paper, unless you're a motherfucking hater. He said, great question about Jamario. He said, maybe after cleaning Jermall Charlo up. Yeah, if Bud, it ain't even got to be for Undisputed. If Bud just beat Jermall Charlo, that's a strong argument. You can say, you know what, man, dog, that dude ain't ducked nobody. He fought everybody. He went picking and choosing. He was like, nah, dog. It's gonna be hard, bro. It's gonna be hard. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. How many likes we got? Because I want to drop these phone lines. All right, we need 27 more likes. 27 more. Once we get the likes up, phone lines will be dropping. Let me see. We need 27 more likes. We need 27 more likes. You get what I'm saying? But Floyd Mayweather is one of the GOATs. He's one of them. He's not the GOAT. He's one of them. I don't give a fuck nobody say he don't hold a counter to Muhammad Ali. Or Ray Robinson. Sugar Ray Robinson, my favorite fighter. And Sugar Ray Robinson was Muhammad Ali's favorite fighter. So I don't care what nobody say. I debate any Floyd Mayweather diehard Flomo. I debate any Flomo on that. Like literally. But anyways, what we got? We need 14 more likes. Now, shout out to my dog. This is Tenderoni Friday. So if you're a Tenderoni in the chat and you're looking to find a good husband, I got one for you. The Prince of Pan-Africanism, my brother, Mr. Umar Johnson.
And by the way, ladies, and I'm telling you the God's honest truth. By the way, ladies, I'm telling you the God's honest truth. By the way, ladies, I'm telling you the God's honest truth. I had a dream, and spirit confirmed to me in the dream that I'm supposed to have 2 wives. And since it came to me in my dream, it is official and it is authentic. It was approved by the heavens. They will not be the same complexion because I don't want to be accused of being a light-skinned supremacist or a dark-skinned supremacist.
Man, you ought to know what time it is, man. We finna get into the show. We got 10 likes. We need 10 more likes. So, guys, like, bruh, how can you? And I'm gonna say this because I do have a lot of people who call the show. They are diehard Floyd Mayweather fans, and I be looking on online and stuff like that. People, they love Floyd and hate Canelo, and they hate Canelo for doing the exact same thing that Floyd Mayweather did. Floyd Mayweather was a cash cow because of Oscar De La Hoya. Canelo was a cash cow because of Floyd, right? Or whatever, pass the mantle. Floyd Mayweather, hell, if you look at all of the stuff that Canelo did, I think he started his career out at 147. So he's accomplished a lot. Floyd Mayweather has accomplished a lot. So I don't have to take from one fighter to big up another fighter. I put everything in its proper context. Both of them are hell of a fighters. You know what I mean? So both of them are GOATs. They're not the GOAT, but they're one of the GOATs. They do go on the GOAT mantle. There's a whole bunch of fighters that are GOATs though. I want you guys to understand that. There's a whole bunch of fighters that are GOATs. It ain't no, he the only GOAT. No, there's a whole bunch of fighters that are GOATs. Now you got Supreme GOATs like if it was Dragon Ball Z, you have the Kais and then the Supreme Kais, or you have like Beerus. Beerus is I guess he's a god of destruction. You have the god of destruction, and then you have the angels, which are higher than the gods of destruction. They appoint the gods of destruction. But if we was to do Kais, right, we'll have the Supreme Kai would probably be Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali's. They would be the Supreme Kais, right? And then you have the Kais. You'll say Floyd. You'll say Canelo. You'll say probably Larry Holmes or Mike Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is one of the GOATs, whether you like him or not. He's there. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I break stuff down. Sometimes it's not as vanilla as a lot of people like to make it seem. All right, phone lines finna get ready to drop. Phone lines is fixing to get ready to drop out because I want to hear what a lot of people got to say. I want to hear what everybody has to say. Phone lines finna get ready to drop, man. It is what it is. Y'all ought to know what time of TI is. I don't want to argue if you calling the show today, man.
You wanna argue? I can't argue with you. You mad? Look at you. You mad? I don't get paid to argue with you. Who is you? You ain't nobody.
Niggas want to argue. I ain't got Time for arguing. Hey, man, shout out to Gloria Day, man, and the fabulous set trips.
Gloria Day and the set trips.
These niggas don't play. These niggas don't play.
We don't play.
You ain't heard. They be tripping.
We be tripping.
So they swerving on.
Swerve on.
No faking and no snitching. And repping hard for the set. Oh, mamas, it ain't no lie. Because niggas gonna bust.
Niggas gonna bust.
Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that, guys. But doggone son. You know, these kids, boy. You know, I'm live. You know, he hungry now that I'm live. I'm like, you do know you could have asked me, you know, we could have got something to eat prior to me going live. But that's what it is. Hey, hold on. Oh, we got the lights up, man. We got the lights up. So let me go ahead and drop the phone lines in a minute. Let me go ahead and drop the phone lines. It is what it is, man. Y'all call the old boy.
You want to talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. Yeah, man, it is what it is. Let me go ahead and get the super chats out of the way. Shout out to Caleb. Shout out to Caleb Productions. Salute to you, fam. He said, RIP Uncle Benny. He said, Caleb OG TV Brewsters. Okay, salute to you, fam. Shout out to Nesoro.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, just because you got me crying at work. He said the Floyd impression is crazy. Like I said before, he said, Bud loses to no one. Great work, my guy. Blessings to you and your family. I appreciate that, fam. Caller, hold on. Let's get the other super chat out of the way. Shout out to Nesoro.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Oh, that's two of them. Let's see, that's two. Okay, you sent two. Salute to you, fam, man. Hey, it is what it is, man. I just want to know, how can you hate Canelo Alvarez and love Floyd Mayweather when Floyd is on record admitting that he picked and chose who he wanted to fight? You hate Canelo for picking and choosing who he wants to fight while ignoring the fact that Floyd Mayweather did the exact same thing.
True.
And this ain't nothing that I'm saying. This is something that doggone Floyd has admitted. Shout out to my sister Jessica. She said, Coach, you got my kids saying. Hey, you know what? True. Call what's the name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's the inevitable. D-Block, D-Town, D-City, D-Ville, Baltimore.
D-Block, what's happening, man?
What's up, fam? You already know, Coach. What's up, community? Let's get this likes up, man. Let's keep on good. Let's keep on pushing this narrative of what it's about. My boy, pretty boy Floyd, Mr. Floyd Mayweather, 50-0. How can you say no to that? How can you say he's not one of the greatest of all time? I mean, you gotta show the man some respect. Back in the day, I was a hater, but guess what? I got convinced to realize the guy is a don. He's a king of his own. You can't deny that. My boy, Manny Pacquiao, #1 all time for me, Filipino boxer of all time in the world. But I got to give my mad respect to Floyd. And today, for the first time I could say, I got nothing but respect for you, Mr. Floyd Mayweather, Mr. 50-0.
Why is that? Why is that, D-Block? Could it be that you're praising Floyd because he's taking up for Canelo?
My brother, you already know that. You know where I'm coming from. He finally admitted. You know, when a goat sees another goat, Coach, what they say? Nah, that's right. You got to know each other's language. Where you coming from? Where you at? Who you are? Today is the day. You are the GOAT. Mr. Canelo Alvarez, the king of the ring. All the Benavidez people out there. All the Charlo people out there. All the people that be hating on my red hair brother, man, they can't hate no more because he got certified, stamped by the GOAT of their own era. So that's what I'm saying, Coach. You cannot hate on my boy, Cinnamon Bun, like they want to call him. But guess what? Who likes that Cinnamon Bun? Your own GOAT, Mr. Floyd Money Mayweather. What you got to say with that, Coach?
So I want to elaborate. So when you call Canelo, when you say cinnamon bun, you got to say pause with that because cinnamon bun can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. People could be talking about the cinnamon buns, with the freckles on them. People could be talking about other kind of buns, that while you saying the cinnamon buns are sweet, they're buns and they're pause. You gotta say pause now. You gotta say pause when you say the cinnamon bun. That's all.
Let me put a little pause on that. Okay, let's put a little pause on that. Let's refrain that to cinnamon buns. What I'm saying, I'm going by what Rick Tim said, Coach. Rick Tim's called him cinnamon buns. So at the end of the day, Rick, I know you're a Floyd Mayweather fan. You know Floyd likes them cinnamon buns. So you can't deny it, Coach. Nobody can deny it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Let's give my respect to my boy Canelo. And for all those Benavidez detractors out there, they just come with the same shit over and over and over again. Let's keep it real. Your boy will never get that shot. He ain't nobody.
Man, Canelo, listen, Coach Eddie, Rick Timms, IKEA TV, Dante's Boxing Nation, they all, and the entire Alphabet Boy community all feel that Canelo Alvarez has been ducking and cherry picking his entire career. He ducked Jermall Charlo, waited till the man suffered from mental health issues, and he ducked, and now he want to fight him. He ducked Demetrius Andrade. You know what I mean? He ran to the border from Demetrius Andrade, and now he ducking the Mexican monster. True. Floyd Mayweather had to come out and do a PR campaign to try to clean up Canelo's reputation. What say you about that, D-Block?
What I say about that is your own boy that you represent, not you, Coach. Rick Man, Barbershop, Dante Dotson, wherever the hell he's probably up there in Taiwan, Thailand, wherever the hell he at. He can't pay his taxes. That's why he's got to move over there. All these haters. I mean, at the end of the day, they can talk is cheap, Coach. At the end of the day, is what you do. Now, when Floyd moves, everybody moves with him. So now that he's certified, stampified, made my boy Canelo a GOAT because he didn't really need Floyd at the end of the day. So now all the hate got to stop. Because if your own boy, which is 50-0, the GOAT of all era, if he's certified and stampified, you gotta show mad respect. D-Block, D-Town, D-Ville, Baltimore.
Hey, doggone. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Doggone, D-Block pull out old Machiavelli. D-Block, now that Floyd is saying that, y'all gotta stop attacking Canelo. Hey, nigga, Floyd did the same thing, dog. And this what pissed me off. Y'all know what pissed me off the most? Floyd got credit for fighting an exhibition match. Conor McGregor he never had a professional fight before in his life. Professional boxing match. Conor McGregor is an MMA fighter. When he fought Floyd, he had a 0-0 record. And then they sit back and say, he's 50-0. He got a perfect record. Man, don't listen. None of the Floyd Mayweather fans that I know that's around, the older guys like me, around me, we don't count Conor McGregor as a fight. Man, that was an exhibition match. You broke the bank, made $200 million, $100 million fighting an MMA fighter who had a 0-0 record. Conor, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach, what's happening, man? It's Casino Like Prayers, man. What's going on?
Man, Casino, talk to me, fam.
Man, Mayweather some bullshit. But I ain't mad. I hear no bullshit for giving Canelo his props. He's some bullshit for the switch up. Because I fought with Canelo.
Yeah.
But the switch up is crazy, Coach. Like, bro, remember this? Canelo. Steroid.
Yeah,
they don't talk about that.
Yeah, for real.
But the switch up is crazy. Like, bro. But I mean, hey, man. I mean, if you want to give him his flowers now, so be it. But I know what this shit about. He with the PBC now, so you know he gotta promote him. You know what I'm saying? I know what it's about. You know, they done put all that money. They done gave him all that money, and they need that promotion. They need to get that shit back. You know what I'm saying? So I get it.
Hey, Casino. Well, hey, you know what, boy? You know, I'm so glad. I'm gonna write this down, boy. Casino, boy, I'm so happy you called this show. He said, you know, Canelo, steroid. Now he's saying, hey, look here, man, y'all gotta leave Canelo alone, man. You know, he fought some hell of a fighters. He's a great fighter. Y'all leave him alone. He earned the right. But
that boy a hustler,
Casino,
man. Hey, he a hustler.
Floyd was one of the biggest Canelo haters in boxing.
True.
Man, that shit crazy, bro. The switch up.
Man.
The switch up. It's crazy. But hey shout out to the Tenderoni too, man. Tenderoni Fridays, man. I'm feeling good. It's hot out here. Man, shout out Fee, man. Shout out Lisa Bell. Shout out man, shout out everybody, man. I miss everybody, man. Like I ain't called in a minute and shit, man. But salute you too, Coach, man. Hey, man, I love this topic, man. This shit is crazy. I'm curious to see what everybody feel about this shit. Cause boy, goddamn, the switch up is crazy.
Man, the switch up is super crazy. I'm like, wait a minute. Man, you just hit the nail right on the head. Bro, listen, that's why I said, wait a minute now. Floyd was one of the biggest Canelo haters out there. He led the charge on hating on Canelo. People started hating on Canelo because of Floyd Mayweather. Because those guys were diehard Floyd Mayweather fans, Money Mayweather fans. And so now it's like, come on, man. Hold on, you know what? We got to hold Floyd accountable.
Yeah, we got to hold him accountable, bro. Because,
shout out to Jackie, man. Jackie Hernandez.
Oh yeah, shout out Jackie too, man. Hey, man. But hey, salute, Coach, man. I gotta go right now.
All
but
right.
I'm listening.
All right, shout out to Casino. Salute.
Right.
ATL, stand up. Hey. Shout out to Casino Life from the ATL, man. Shout out to the Duchess of Wisdom, man. Shout out to La Jessica as well. Salute to the sisters in the chat, man. Hey, look here, man. I said, hold on now. I ain't got a problem. I don't have a problem with, shout out to JC, man. I don't have a problem with Floyd giving Canelo his props. I don't have a problem with that. The problem I have is this article. Now I want you guys to see this. Now you guys know I be spotting stuff. You guys know I be seeing stuff. I pay attention to detail very well. He said that most recently the 33-year-old was lambasted for choosing to fight Jermall Charlo, a fighter who campaigns at 2 full weight divisions below him. Mayweather, after taking countless arrows, noticed that Alvarez is being given the same treatment. Now let's stop right there. He said that Mayweather, after taking hold on. Let me do this. He said Mayweather, after taking countless arrows, decided to do something about the fact that David Benavidez, that Canelo was taking arrows. But guess who was shooting the arrows at Canelo? Floyd Mayweather. True. Am I lying? I'm just saying, am I lying? Wasn't Floyd one of the people? How can the boxing scene, they write an article, how can you say, well, wait a minute, man, that, Floyd is defending Canelo from people who shooting countless arrows at him, but Floyd was one of the main people that was shooting arrows at shooting arrows at Canelo. I'm calling, what's your name, where you calling from?
Hey, this is Swat Jones, Fort Worth, Coach.
Man, Swat, talk to me, fam.
Man, what's happening, man? First of all, I'm glad you're back in the mix, baby. It was kind of dry without you for a little bit, man. But I'm glad you're back in the mix, baby. Man, ain't no thing.
I appreciate you reaching out to me too, man. I did see what you left in the chat as well. I got you.
Hey, man, that was all love, Coach, man. Hey, come on now. Hey, ain't no thing. Oh man, dope topic. You already know. I mean. To me, it ain't no surprise, man. I mean, I think Floyd got paid to do that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think that Al Heyman, like they say, you talk that, if you hear from Al, if you hear from me, you know how they always talk like they in a tandem together, right?
Yeah. Listen, me and Al, if you're dealing with Al, you're dealing with me. So please note that anybody that's a PBC fighter, include Canelo and Terrence Crawford, even though they're not PBC fighters, and anybody that's a PBC fighter, please note that I'm your boss.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. And you couldn't have did no express it any better, bro. You know it. Yo, man. He bigging up Canelo because Canelo signed that. Come on, man. I mean, come on now. Look, everybody know you know it. You know it because you know it. Canelo walking that bitch. Canelo know everybody on his side. He walking them motherfucker, open leg stride. He stride slow. He let them drop.
I don't know how true this is, Swab. But I do get paid on the back end on the low from Al Heyman. Don't tell nobody. Hey, listen. Hey, this shit Canelo walked in there. All right, line all the putos up. He said, so they got Al, Canelo, Floyd Mayweather, and Booger Ray Leonard. And Floyd, Al, Money Mayweather, and Booger Ray Leonard. And they sit there with Canelo. And they said, well, Canelo, we got Canelo, like I said before, we have several, what's that word again that you use? Putos. We have several putos over there. Leonard LB, he's a puto. You can fight him. Like I said before, we over here, you can fight this puto over there. We got both Charlo. You can beat them. We are even willing to move up Errol Spence for you to fight him, even though he's fighting that welterweight. We got a plethora of putos that you can pick.
You know it. I mean, man, cash rules everything, right? What they say, the cream. I mean, they follow that bread, bro. And when I seen that, and then I seen Floyd switch up and giving Canelo, last I heard you what they say, easy work. I mean, that's the last time I heard you talking about Canelo, but okay, they found that bread though. I get it.
Hey, shout out to Swab, man. Fort Worth, Texas. All
right, man. Peace, man.
Hey, doggone. Motherfucker, Nello done walked up in there. Hey, Nello done walked up in there. All right, okay, wait a minute. Oh, my gosh, this is Canelo. I can't believe he's here, Floyd. Oh, Floyd, oh, my gosh, he's here. Leonard, stop crying like a little bitch. Don't worry about it. I'm the greatest fighter of all time. Yeah, yes, Floyd, you're the greatest. But right now we have Canelo. He's still boxing. Oh, Canelo, how you doing, sir? Oh, my gosh, love to shake your hand. Oh, you're so great. Oh, those freckles look so beautiful. I just, anytime you need a good massager, I rub nipples very well. I do rub nipples very well. I'm Floyd. Floyd, what is he doing here? Well, right now, like I said before, we have 300 putos that he can choose from, and right now he get a chance to cherry pick. We have a roster full of putos that he can for the cherries. So we're gonna see now. Canelo, we're gonna allow you to pick from the same cherry tree that Tank Davis picks from. True. Oh, that's a low blow. That was a low blow. I'm behind the Tank fans on my neck. That's a low blow. Don't worry about it, Canelo. We have a plethora of cherries over here. So we got Jermall and Jermall Charlo. Those two cherries right there. Hell of a fighter. Who else we got? Well, Errol Spence. He just got paws put on him from Terrence Crawford. So you're not gonna get a shot at him. But we had Demetrius Andrade, boo boo. Some call him doo doo, but boo boo doo doo, whatever. Out. Why did we sign him again? Don't worry about it, Phil. Don't worry about it. Just go along with the program. Okay. Just pick which one you want. So today, and we're gonna guarantee Showtime is giving you the $100 million. Don't worry about it, Canelo. And guess what? All the stuff I said about you is forgiven. We're gonna make sure. Carla, hold on. We're going to make sure that Jose Benavidez go on an apology tour and apologize for all of the mean things that you said. David Benavidez is apologizing right now. Jermall Charlo will be on his best behavior. Jermall Charlo is still drinking. Don't worry about that. So just go ahead. Take your time. Hey, right now, this ain't Canelo came up in there, and boy, he don't change the whole roster right now. Carla, what's the name of your caller from?
Jamie from New York.
Jamie from New York. Talk to me, Phil.
Coach. What the hell is Floyd talking about now? What's wrong with this boy? He's capping for Canelo now?
Man, he capping hard, boy, for Canelo, bro.
Man, come on, bro. I heard him talk. I've been hearing him talking, man, because now, the big boss is PBC now, so he must do that. You know what I mean? He's on Canelo's side now.
Man,
man.
This is the thing that get me, though. The reason why people hate Canelo is because of Floyd. Floyd was the leader of the Canelo hate club.
Yeah, he started all that shit. That whole movement of hate toward Canelo, he started that shit, bro. That's fact. But let me tell you, man, again, Coach, I tell people, man, 50-0 ain't shit, bro. I mean, he was a great fighter. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Pretty Boy was way better. When he turned into Money May, to me, that was a joke. Yeah. But I give him the Cotto win. That was a great win for Floyd, man.
That was.
He did his thing. that to me, that was the last chance he took of losing that 0, to be honest with you, against Cotto. And he really did his thing. And, I tell people, man, the 50-0, actually, to me, it's 49-0, Coach.
It's 49.
Like you feel the same way. Yeah. The other fight don't count to me, man. That shit don't count, bro. I'm like, tell people, like, you guys ever heard of Julio Cesar Chavez, man? That long record? You want to talk about it? Yeah. And I'm like, you want to talk about his resume? Because people bring that up. Who did he fight? It's like, obviously, you don't know. How about Carlos Monsoon? Coach, that brother, Carlos Monsoon, let me tell you, man, I don't know when he took his last L, but he won his last 80 fights, bro. 80 fights straight, and he retired on top. Like when you, Coach, the all-time greats, when they start taking this L, they retire? Nah, that motherfucker retired on top. He won 80 straight and left in 1977. So I'm going to leave you with that, Coach. Have a good day, my brother.
Hey, shout out to dog with Jamie.
All right, bro.
Hey, look here, man. Bro. Guess what? They only had one belt, too. They only had one belt. You couldn't win 25. You couldn't win 25 belts. It's one belt. You gonna have to fight everybody in the top 10. Shit, Marvin Hagler fought everybody. Hagler fought. He had 50 fights before he got a shot at the title. He had 49 fights, to be exact, before he even got a shot at the title. So that means this dude fought. This dude had to fight everybody in the top 50, top 40, 30, 20. Like, he fought everybody. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, that's why I don't like comparing errors, because the reason why I don't like to say with this fighter is better than that fighter in this era is because it's a different era. The criteria is different. And they fought 15 rounds. They fought 15 rounders. Sugar Ray Robinson was, I think he was trying to win the light heavyweight title, and he was beating the brakes off to the guy he was fighting. I forgot the fighter's name. But me and Bernard the Boss was talking about that one time. And and the only reason he lost that fight, he fell out from heat exhaustion. He passed out because it was from heat exhaustion. It was that hot. That's the only reason why he didn't become a champion at that weight division. So you get what I'm saying? So it's like, bruh, criteria was different. 15 rounders. You got to fight number one contender after number one contender after number one contender. Let me give you guys the equivalent of how it was in the old school. Let's say you're Errol Spence. Let's say you're Errol Spence, right? And let's say Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, Gerard Bruce Ennis, Keith Thurman in his prime. I'm just doing some hypotheticals. Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, Roberto Duran, Marvin Hagler, James Lights Out Tony, Roy Jones, all in the top 10. I'm finna give you guys an example of what I'm talking about with old school. If you were a champion, you had to defend your title. Let's say James Toney was the first guy. And after Errol Spence beat him, if he beat him, then he had to fight the next guy, the next number one contender. He got to fight Roy Jones. And then after Roy Jones, if he beat him, he got to fight the next number one contender. He got to fight Sugar Ray Leonard. And then after that, he got to fight the next number one contender. He got to fight Terrence Crawford. Then after that, he got to fight the next number one contender. He got to fight doggone Bruce Ennis. He got to fight Keith Thurman. He got to fight doggone Marvin Hagler. Like, you had to fight these guys consecutively. True. So when you bring these straw man arguments over here to me, I ain't impressed with these dudes like that. I'm like, nah, man, these dudes ain't. Don't be comparing. Don't tell me Floyd greater than these dudes in the past. Well, dude, like, hold on, swole up. I say he's great for his era. He's great for his era now. But hold on, man, you fighting back to back. You might get a little break, a little touch up, and the so-called touch up fights with some killers. Like, you gotta fight all these dudes. And when I believe in working smarter, not harder. No, you gotta get your ass in the ring and fight them dudes. You get what I'm saying? So don't bring that argument over here to me. True. Shout out to King Mel, dropping that $2 super chat. He said Canelo thinking Al need to be a part of the show. Hey, hey, shout out to Deal. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Al Heyman in Florida signed to Canelo. All the PBC options have to change the narratives. I guess all the PBC opinions have to change the narratives to smear the arrows, the rocks, all under Cinnamon Bun and Incorporated. Okay. Shout out to Marty King Boxing for becoming a member, for being a member for 16 months. Hey, okay. He said, I'd be happy if Al give Canelo, Demetrius Andrade. I mean, that's up to Al Heyman. Well, it's probably up to Canelo because they said Canelo get to pick which fighters he want to fight. Shout out to Jamie Vasquez. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter over. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
I want to say, Jamie, he said sources say Floyd walking out with Canelo on the day of the fight. Hey, bro. Hey, Jamie. Dog, don't play like that, bro. Don't play like that. Boy, if Floyd were to walk Canelo out, hold on. If Floyd were to walk Canelo out to the ring against Jermall Charlo, bro, do you know how bad that'll look? Floyd is walking a white Mexican to the ring against a African-American stud in Jermall Charlo. True. I don't know how you recover from that. Shout out to Hell for a Hustle. Hey, okay. For dropping that. Bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, talk about how Mr. Al Heyman spent $100 million to make Canelo say thank you, Al Heyman. Shit, I'll do it for way less. No, Al Heyman, that's not true. Al Heyman didn't spend $100 million. Al Heyman don't. He didn't spend $100 million. The networks put the money up for the fight. The networks put the money up for the fight, fam. So yeah, but I get what you're saying though. I get what you're saying, fam. I do get what you're saying. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Coach, it's Nick from Chicago, man. Good to see you back.
I'm Nick from Chicago. Talk to me.
Yeah, man. Like, this is why I'm a Bud fan, but this is why I have a little bit more respect for Spence than Canelo, and I'll tell you why. Because after Spence lost, he's like running back. What did Canelo do after he lost to Bivol? He went straight to Triple G. So this is what's going on, Coach. Like, if we're boxing fans and we love this sport, me personally, I'm hoping and praying that Charlo beats Canelo, because then we can end that era of ducking that's been passed down from Floyd to Canelo. I mean, these young fighters, they look at Floyd like Floyd could have fought Keith Thurman at the end of his career. Who did he choose to fight? And over the hill, Andre Berto. You know, and then Canelo saw the same thing, and he's following right behind him. Which you make a great point. You said Floyd's gonna walk Canelo out against Charlo. We should be supporting Charlo to beat Canelo. Canelo is my opinion, Canelo's the biggest duck in boxing.
Nick, I ain't gonna lie, man. Some people, it's hard to support Jermall Charlo, man. Jermall Charlo, man, he's a weird guy. Like, he always got an attitude. He be popping his neck when he talk. He be smacking. He be, he don't like the fans. He call the fans. He say we broke. We ain't got no money. This and that. So it's like, even if there was any fighter, if there was a fighter that you can get behind to support the hate, it'll be Jermall Charlo. No, but I got you, Phil. I got you. I see what you're saying, though.
give us anybody. You're right, but for the sake of boxing, for the sake of everything that's good and holy in this world, please, Charlo, please beat Canelo so we can end it and move on, and we can see the fights that we really want to see. You were rubbing elbows with greatness, Coach. I saw the clips. You were over there with Bud. Yes, I mean, wouldn't it be great to see? I mean, it sounds like, I don't know, you tell me, do you think Canelo, if he beats Charlo, do you even think he's going to want to fight Bud? I mean, would they make that fight happen?
No. Canelo, I'm not going to lie, bro. Like, I got a lot of love for Crawford. He's a friend of mine, but Canelo break him up. He like, I don't see a welterweight. I don't see a welterweight that's gonna beat a Canelo Alvarez. And again, I love, but his skills is high par. But that dude too big. He's too big, and Bud ain't thinking about fighting no damn Canelo. He's not thinking about fighting that dude. He's like, man, his weight division for a reason. That dude up there at 168, boy, he gonna get fucked up. Bud,
and it doesn't sound it doesn't sound like Canelo going to drop down either, right? He wouldn't drop down.
Canelo ain't dropping down. Canelo ain't dropping down. I mean, Bud got the skills to probably stay away from his power and stuff like that, but nah. And that ain't gonna happen, man. I think Bud gonna fight at 154. That might be the highest he'll go because he's a slim guy. He doesn't have the frame.
Right.
He doesn't have the frame like that. To fight. See, that's the thing. Like, you can walk around at 160 something, but can you fight effectively at 160 something? And that's the thing. So that's what I'm anxious to see as it relates to how Jermall Charlo fight. You know how he fight. You know what I mean? That weight division. So we'll see. But so you think Canelo is the biggest duck in boxing?
Yes, sir. And the thing that really annoys me about the situation is these young fighters coming up and they see this type of behavior, and it's being accepted in the boxing world that you can jump weight, you can avoid certain divisions because certain guys don't match the style that you have, or they might be kryptonite towards your style. You gotta test. Let's test yourself. Let's see what you got. You know, like take the training wheels off. You know, fight the best in the division. Look, it seems like with everything that's gone on, we've just been at a stalemate here. Now we're starting to see with the Spence Bud fight, you know, the best fighting the best. That's all we really want. I mean, we want to see the best fight the best in their prime, hopefully.
All right, man. Well, shout out to Nick, man, from Chicago. Salute, fam.
Thanks, sir.
Yeah. He don't fight that dude, man. Fight motherfucking Canelo at 168. Now, if Canelo told Bud, if he told Bud, look, man, I give you shit, how much money Bud gonna want? Shit, you want me to come up to 168 to fight you? But I'm gonna need a whole boatload of money. I need about 50 mil. If you give me 50 mil, now, you give me 50 mil. But no, all jokes aside, Bud ain't going to no 168. He not fighting no that fight ain't gonna happen. He not even thinking about it. Now. He do want Canelo now. He do want Charlo. He want Jermall Charlo bad. He want Jermall Charlo bad. That's who he want. Ain't nobody. He ain't think about Canelo, but he want Jermall Charlo bad. That's why I'm hoping we get that fight, Jermall Charlo. Carlo, what's your name? You calling from?
What's up, Coach? It's D-Block, 2 times.
D-Block, talk to me.
Man, I gotta say it like this, man. I gotta come defend my boy. No matter what they say, they're always gonna hate. But when you come to the show, when you hate, come with facts. Now, the caller that just called right now. Now, see, I had a call particularly because of this. The blasphemous that just comes out of their mouth without any facts. Okay, Coach? When you talking about we got to move on and we got to fight the fight that to make great fights. Man, we already saw my boy, Canelo, Cinnamon Buns. Pause. We already knew what he did at 168, Coach. Mm-hmm. He just beat the champions of the champions. We already know who he's going to fight, Coach. The undisputed champion at 154. He ain't fighting no bomb. He's fighting a legitimate top 10 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. So when they say they come with the hate, you got to come with facts. What you got to say with that, Coach?
No, you know what? You made a point. You know, Jermall Charlo is considered a pound for pound. I don't know if he's on everybody's pound for pound list, but he's a top. So he is fighting a pound for pound fighter. Jermall Charlo look a lot bigger than Canelo. But I say this, guys, and I want you guys to understand where I'm coming from. I always tell you guys, a lot of you guys talk about, not you, D-Block, but they say, hey, man, Jermall Charlo walks around at 180, 190 and all that stuff there. That's fine. But there was a reason why he was fighting at 154. Because he's a bigger guy and he like to use his size advantage to rehydrate after a fight. That gives him the advantage to be able to absorb more punches and inflict punishment on other guys because he's a bigger guy. So there's a reason why he weighs 170, 180, 190, in between fights or whatever, but he's not fighting at 168. He's not fighting that, you know what I mean? There's a reason why he's doing that because it'll take away his advantage. So whatever advantage he had from a weight standpoint at 154, he's not going to have that advantage at 168. So I really want to see that, D-Block. That I don't think I want to see, can he fight a 12-round fight against Canelo with all of that pressure coming at him, mental pressure, his feints and his lateral movement, upper body movement, because he moved with fluidity. You know what I mean? I want to see how that works. I want to see how he can really do that. That's why I'm kind of leaning towards now I'm leaning towards Canelo. I'm like, I don't know, man. And then he coming off. Yeah, I got Canelo beating Jermall Charlo. Not right now.
I understand, Coach. And I got one more thing to say before all these haters come and hate like they always do. Because they like to hate. But at the end of the day, like I always say, Coach, I mean, we talking about that he's never challenged himself, that he needs to challenge himself. My brothers, my sisters, everybody in the chat, whoever it be, at 23 years old, this kid at 23 challenged himself to fight the number one, the GOAT of their era, Floyd Money Mayweather. Okay? So when you come with hate, like I always say, let's make it a phrase now. Right? And repeat this. When you come with hate, come with D-Block. Fucking stand up.
Hey. And see, this is another thing, too. Another thing, I think Jermall Charlo was in trouble. I'm going to tell you why I think he's in trouble. Because I did say I wanted to see him probably win this fight, but I'm sitting back thinking about it. He's in trouble. Defensively, he's not the greatest defensive fighter in the world. He is susceptible to great timing with the jab. Jermall Charlo fights high and tight. And I'm going to show you what I mean. He fights tense. Looking mean, looking mad. Now, he's laser focused when he's fighting now. He's laser focused. He is quick. He has fast hands, stuff like that. But, bruh, you cannot fight, you know, his upper body. He doesn't have excellent upper body lateral movement like Canelo. You get what I'm saying? So, I'm like, man, if he fight like tight like Clubber Lang, you know how Jermall be looking mean and, you know, and he has a tendency, you got to study his tendencies. He has a tendency, like, you can tell when he's loading up on the shot. He got a nice left hook, too. But he's going to have to change some things when he's fighting Canelo. And if he don't change those things, he's going to get slept, bro. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Regis from Myrtle Beach.
Regis from Myrtle Beach. Talk to me.
Well, Coach, first the fat boys break up nowadays, man. Floyd on that flaw-ass shit, Coach. Floyd on some flaw-ass shit, man. What the hell this man got going on, man? God damn, man.
Hey, you sound disappointed.
Flaw-ass nigga, man.
You sound disappointed, man.
Oh, man, he had me saying Canelo, steroids. Man, this man always got to do something to be in the limelight. Coach, you maybe had that video up when he was beside Anthony Joshua, and all the 100 deals kept on walking by him.
Yeah, I remember that.
He don't want that happening with Canelo. He don't want that happening with Canelo. Slow ass shit, Coach. Hey, Coach, glad you back, Coach, man. Everybody had your family in our prayers, man. Hey, we love you, Coach. Keep pushing, man. Before that flaw ass shit, Coach. Thanks.
Shout out to Regis, man. Salute, man. Much love, brother. Be set up. Hey, doggone Floyd. Floyd, man, bro, like, hold on. When I read the article, I'm like, hold up, bro. Floyd, you was the main one hating on Canelo. As a matter of fact, Floyd Mayweather is the reason why Dante's Boxing Nation hate Canelo, because he's a diehard Floyd Mayweather fan. IQTV hate Canelo. The entire Alphabet Boy community hate Canelo. And their affiliates, the Fagnons, the Shigos. It's like, bruh, because all of them were diehard Floyd Mayweather. They were diehard Floyd Mayweather, right? Like a lot of these, listen, let me tell you something. A lot of these dudes, they may not come out and admit it now. They may not come out and admit it. But I remember, like Money Mayweather, a lot of these dudes, you know, that was it. That's all they had, you know. So, like, Floyd couldn't do no wrong in their eyes. And I'm like, dude, like me and my old school partners, we like, man, we see this Money Mayweather shit. This Money Mayweather shit. This nigga, man, picking and choosing and shit. This man ain't fighting the top, you know. He fighting dudes at the right time. Like, Floyd was very smart and very strategic. I give him that. But if you're a diehard fan of Floyd Mayweather, how can you love Floyd Mayweather and hate Canelo? How can you hate Canelo for doing the exact same thing that Floyd Mayweather did? He fighting people at the right time. He ain't fighting them when we want him to fight them. This and that. Well, Floyd Mayweather did the exact same thing. No, that's different though. That's different. That's different. Floyd did that move the goalpost. Well, Floyd the cash cow. Floyd made more money than everybody. I say, sir, what does that have to do with boxing? Well, boxing is a business. Then they start talking about boxing is a business and this and that. Like when you pin them down on one thing, they move to something else. True. Carla, what's your name? When you calling from?
Yo, it's Jay Will calling from Columbus, Ohio. What's up, Coach?
Jay Will from Columbus. Talk to me, fam.
Yeah, Coach, man. You know, about 99% of the time, you know, I'm rocking with you. You be hitting shit right on the head. But I think you kind of, when you try to say Canelo did the same thing Floyd did, it's like, context is everything, Coach.
Right.
And the devil's in the details. So I think we doing Floyd a disservice by kind of just like skimming. Like, they both got records available. We can actually see who they fought on their resume.
Right.
And so, like, there was a 4-year period, Coach, and I know you got to know this because you know boxing. There was about a 3 to 4 year period where Canelo fought only good to just okay fighters. Like somebody like Rocky Fielding, I wouldn't even call him a definitely not great, but he's okay.
Mm-hmm.
After that, you get Daniel Jacobs, right? And
that was a good fighter.
you know,
Jacobs was a good fighter. Yeah.
that's a good fighter. Correct. That's a good fighter. You got Sergey Kovalev, an older Sergey Kovalev. I think he got stopped twice. One by Andre Ward, the other by the Latino dude.
Yeah.
And then
I forgot his name, but
stopped by Yard.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, he almost got stopped by Yard, but he ended up coming back and getting that. Then he had a quick turnaround, a 9-week turnaround to fight Canelo right after that. And so that's not to say that wasn't the crusher that Canelo fought. Then with Callum Smith is okay. Yildirim, we ain't even got to speak on Yildirim, but you know that he's not even a okay fighter. You know what I'm saying? Then we got Billy Joe. All right, so that was a 3-year period where you can't name. He didn't fight anybody in the top 20, top 15, or top 10 of the pound for pound.
Wait a minute.
Now let's go to Floyd.
Billy Joe. Well, hold on, but some of those fighters you naming, he had those guys were undefeated champions, and he had to fight those guys to become undisputed. That was a part of the
Okay, now I get you. Right, I give you that. But as far as who they like, Billy Joe as a talent, as a boxer, he was good. It wasn't great. He was good. Now we go to Floyd. And this is why sometimes those belts, like becoming undisputed, if you become undisputed in an irrelevant weight division, yeah, you did the damn thing by becoming undisputed, but the talent that you fought to get those belts, that shit still matters. That shit still counts. So we go to Floyd, and then, Floyd fought people like Juan Manuel Marquez, who was a top 10 pound for pound when he fought him. He fought Ricky Hatton, who was a top 10 pound for pound.
What's the context? What's the contest when he fought Marquez? Marquez was small as hell when Floyd fought him, putting him up in weight and everything.
Okay,
he's supposed to fight him at.
I'll give you that.
Floyd missed the weight, had to pay the man for missing weight. So, but go ahead.
Yeah, granted, give you that, but still, that was a pound for pound top 10 fighter that he fought. He was the bigger man. I definitely will give you that. Just like Canelo's the bigger man versus Charlo that's about to come up. But let me go down further in the resume. He fought Canelo himself, who was a top 10 pound for pound when Mayweather fought him. He was top 10.
He was 23 years old.
Miguel
He was 23 years old at the time as well.
At 23 years old, Canelo was number 12. No, he was a top 15 pound for pound. He was like number 12 or number 13 pound for pound when they fought back here. I think they fought in 2013.
Yeah, I don't.
Canelo was top 15.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he was ranking. I don't know what he was ranked on the ranking system.
It's a quick Google. Quick Google, Coach. He was number 12 and number 13 when Mayweather fought him on the pound for pound.
But I think you're missing what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, Floyd Mayweather admitted that he when he got earned the right, he was able to pick and choose who he wanted to fight. So the criticism on Canelo is that he pick and chooses who he wants to fight. So how can you criticize Canelo for picking and choosing who he wants to fight while ignoring the fact that Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather, because there's a difference between Floyd Money Mayweather and Pretty Boy Floyd. I did not like Money Mayweather at all. How can you criticize Canelo for picking and choosing who he wants to fight while ignoring the fact that Floyd did it? But not only that, Floyd admitted it that he did it. He said that's what he did.
Right.
I play the clip all the time. Yeah.
No, true, and you do. But all the fights I've been naming has been after Oscar De La Hoya, right? After Floyd became the cash cow. After Floyd became the cash cow, he was pretty much unanimous number 1 pound for pound.
Yeah, he was.
Like even before he beat De La Hoya, he was number 1 pound for pound. All right, so when Canelo became number 1 pound for pound, like he wasn't fighting anybody in the top 10 pound for pound like Floyd was. That's what I was getting to. Floyd fought Miguel Cotto, another top 10 pound for pound when he fought him. Like, we all know Manny Pacquiao was number 2 pound for pound. Like, Canelo has a chance to fight pound for pound guys, but he just don't do it. He'll go fight a Yildirim. He'll go fight. So that's where the issue comes from us boxing fans. It's like, okay, yes, you can pick and choose. We're not like once you become the cash cow, we can't hate. Like,
do you disagree with Floyd?
Yeah. Now y'all hanging on Floyd's words. Like the dude from Baltimore is talking about, yeah, he got the Canelo got the stamp of approval from Mayweather. That's silly shit, man. Mayweather is a part of the promotional company of PBC. If y'all know anything about boxing, I have never seen a promoter of a promotional company for a big fight that he's promoting talk shit about one of the fighters that he's supposedly supposed to be promoting. That has never happened in the history of boxing.
So
like Don King and Mike Tyson.
So you disagree with Floyd when he says that when Floyd
Canelo
says that Canelo proved himself already. He earned the right to pick and choose who he wants to fight, and he's defending him against the cherry picking allegations. This is the interview that he gave on Fight Hype. So what you're saying is disregard what Floyd is saying in that aspect because he's a part of the PBC?
Right, he's not going to be shit. Like, why would Canelo want to do a fight with PBC if after he signs, Mayweather is going to continue to talk shit like he was? Mayweather was saying, man, I would like to see Canelo. I can't do your impression, coach, but I would like to see Canelo fight Benavidez. Benavidez is out there.
Yep.
He did say, and what? I mean, that's one of the biggest fights in boxing. Now, he wanted to go fight Charlo instead, but like the whole boxing world wants to see him fight a dude in his weight division, not up, not down, his weight, that we think that can give him a good cut. I'm not even saying Canelo loses to Benavidez, but it'll be a good fight. I think it'll be a more competition than him fighting Charlo, and Canelo knows that. So us as fans, I'm just saying us as fans, we get to the point of like, yeah, we can give you what do you call them?
We got other calls calling in. We've been on the phone about 8 minutes.
My bad. But you can get touch-up fights, but you can't get 3 or 4 touch-up fights in a row. So that's my call, coach.
All right. Shout out to Jay Will from Columbus. Hey, man. The brother made his piece. I think he missed the point. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Martin from Oakland.
Martin from Oakland. Talk to me, fam.
Yeah, that was a ridiculous argument with this whole pound for pound thing. Come on, coach. Pound for pound has 10 slots. Typically, we're lucky if we get 2 guys in the same weight class on the pound for pound list. So just based on the strength of that, how the hell are most guys going to be fighting pound for pound opponents? You know what I'm saying? Then he wants to bring up Marquez. Only reason Mayweather fans even know who the hell Marquez is because he knocks out Manny Pacquiao. Yeah. But the reality is Marquez spent 12 years at 126. That's basically Errol Spence fighting Mikey Garcia before Mikey fought Errol Spence. Marquez had one fight at 135 before he jumped up all the way to 147 to fight Floyd. So what is that fight really worth? That's like basically saying, Inoue jumping up to fight Tank at 140. You know what I'm saying?
Or moving on the fight Tank at 135 because but I guess.
So it's like, man, you can't just sit there and pick and choose. Oh, well, this fighter was no good. Billy Joe was a true division world champ. Something Hall of Famer Tim Bradley was. Something Hall of Famer Andre Ward was. So let's not diminish what 2 division world champion means, especially when they undefeated. All this, it's not an important division. That's cool. You can't pick and choose what divisions are worth something, what divisions ain't worth a damn. Because you don't like the man.
So we say,
feel me?
So they moving the goalposts.
Coach, they're not even moving the goalposts. They're knocking it down, so you ain't got no shot at making a field goal.
Hold on now. Now when Floyd did it, see now Canelo, yeah, he fought Daniel Jacob. That was all right. Daniel Jacob slick black fighter. Yeah, I mean, he all right. But he did fight. Hey, Martin, I got you, Phil. I see exactly where you're coming from. Floyd can't do no wrong, man. Hey, shout out to Martin from Oakland. O-Town, stand up, man. Hey,
all right, Coach. Glad you're back, bro.
Yes, sir. Hey, Floyd can't do no wrong, boy. I said, Floyd Mayweather specifically said, "Hey, man, we gotta leave Canelo alone, man. He fought some hell of a fighters, man. We gotta leave him alone." Oh, man, Floyd just talking right now, cause we can't pay that no attention. So we gotta pick and choose when to pay attention to what Floyd say and what not to say. Carlos, what's the name you calling from?
What's up, Coach? Martin from Jersey.
Martin from Jersey, man. Talk to me, fam.
Coach, the last caller you have, man, he's full of shit. He's a Canelo hater. Basically, I gotta say it. Between him and the guy before, both of them guys full of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he's gonna come in here and say, "Oh, this is irrelevant." That he became on the irrelevant division. How come? And you're gonna sit there and say, Colin Smith was okay when Colin Smith was considered the number one guy at 168 at the time.
But see,
he was a lineal champion.
What,
come on, man. Like you can't just let the hate take over because you don't like a guy. Like you're not guys like that. They claim they know boxing, but these guys are not fans of boxing. They're not fans of boxing.
Like I think a lot of these guys, like they don't know who Billy Joe Saunders was. They didn't know who Callum Smith was. They didn't know these guys. So I think if they don't know him, and that's how a lot of the fans is. If they don't know the guy, then the guy's nobody.
Yeah.
We don't know who he is, and this and that, and yada yada.
I mean, you gotta understand, boxing is a world sport. It's not an American sport. If those guys were so easy, how come Caleb Plant and David Benavidez didn't go down there and unify with them, or have them come over? Unify. All they keep talking about is Yildirim. Yildirim was a tune-up, which at the time was supposed to be Benavidez' opponent, but Benavidez missed the weight, so he lost his title. Like that's not Canelo's fault. Then you have to fight him.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, shout out to Mark.
These guys are crazy.
Man, salute, fam.
Hey.
Yes, sir. Hey, shout out to Ali Maddox. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, what to say, Alan? You say Floyd and D Block can love Gender Duck all they want. He say. What they about Alan, boy? Alan is a certified, bona fide Canelo hater. Okay, I tell you what. We're going to change the show. Today is the I Hate Canelo hotline. It's 530-494-9636. If you hate Canelo, just call the show and express your hate. Floyd, take it up for Canelo. They're like, nah, man, we ain't trying to hear that what Floyd talking about. I know, like Floyd is the leader of the I Hate Canelo brigade. I think these are facts. Shout out to Floyd. What do you say? Florida D Block can love Ginger Duck all they want to. I'm no Charlo fan, but cats like me, Coach Eddie, holding the line. He said he holding the line. He said we holding the line on that fraud, Duck Nello. Hey, Carlo. Oh, look at Alan. Bro, Alan. Boy, the hate real.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey, Alan say, I'm holding the line with the hate. Carlo, what's the name you calling from?
Hey, Coach, this is Bobby D in Omaha.
Man, Bobby, you say Bobby D from Omaha?
Yes, sir.
Bobby D, talk to me, fam.
I'm the one that sang. I'm the one that sang you the aerosexual theme song. You know.
Oh yeah,
a while back.
Yeah. I remember, fam. Talk to me.
You know, I've been watching boxing for over 50 years. The first fight that I ever went to was Joe Frazier versus Ron Stander at the Omaha Civic Auditorium, and I've been a boxing fan ever since. Right, and I want to talk about Floyd. You know, love him or hate him, you can't deny the greatness of Floyd Mayweather, man. In the history of boxing, I've never seen anybody that can control the narrative of boxing like Floyd does. He's like the puppet master. He says something, and well, I mean, he his greatness can't be denied. He's an enigma. When I first saw him fight, man, he was, he was a master. Floyd was a master when he was when he was Pretty Boy. I mean, he was a master. I loved watching him fight. But there's a saying that says, "Don't hate the player, hate the game." Well, Floyd's so great that he's both. He's the player and the game, and he controls the narrative. Everything. I mean, you can have people talking about this fight, that fight, this narrative. Floyd opens his mouth, then everything changes. Everybody's talking about what Floyd's saying, and I've never been a fanboy of any boxer, but I can't deny Floyd's greatness. I just can't, man. He controls the narrative, and that's what I wanted to say.
All right, shout out to Bobby D. Omaha, stand up. Hey, how do you? How do you top that? How do you top that?
I respected you. I respected you. After my God. I respected you. After my God. Give him after my God.
You second to God, champ.
No. I didn't listen. I respect him. I'm sorry. I respect him.
Come on for the nigga pass out. Take the picture before you pass out.
Yeah, get him before he pass out.
Yeah.
Hold him up.
Yo, we gotta take this guy everywhere. Yeah. Yo, champ.
He needs air.
You need air.
He needs air. Take the picture. Take the picture before you face the picture.
That's my hero, right? That's my hero. One more.
It takes a lot to do. All right, what?
Don't worry about it. I got you, all right?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Bobby D from Omaha. Caller, what's your name? You calling from?
Hey, Coach, it's Jerry from Tampa.
Jerry from Tampa. Talk to me, fam.
A lot of the people that I've seen spewing the same hate with Canelo,
yes, sir.
They were the first ones to call him Bivol a cherry before the fight at light heavyweight. People who knew, they knew that was probably his toughest fight just because of the weight. But anyways, Coach, this is a little off subject, but I saw pictures of you at the parade, man. I'm just happy for you. All these years, I know Crawford was getting a lot of hate. You kept consistent. You were giving him his props, and I was just happy to see you up there. While a lot of the other channels are pretty much just making videos with a lot of excuses.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I got for you, Coach.
Man, shout out to Jerry from Tampa. Salute, fam. Hey. Hey, man, shout out to PBC Central, man. Hey, PBC Central. Bro, I showed your video on this show yesterday, fam. Guys, please, hey, PBC, drop your link. Drop the link to your channel in the chat, man. People, y'all please subscribe to PBC Central, man. I just want you to be more consistent with dropping your videos, fam, because that's how you get your channel going. You have to be consistent. But, bro, that video yesterday with the dudes on that crying, and then Cam, sitting back over the years, I guess I shedded some tears. I told myself time and time again, Errol Spence is going to win. Taking the bumps and the bruises from all the punches that's coming from Terrence Crawford. Takes a fool to lose twice and start all over again. I think I better let it go. Let it go. Looks like another Bud TKO. Oh. That was Cam. The Cam made one, and PBC Central made one. Bro, I was done. I was done, bro. When I saw that, bro, I was done. But I ain't laughed that hard in so long, bro. I was laughing so hard yesterday. It felt like that a stomach muscle that I was gonna pull an ab muscle. I almost gave myself a hernia yesterday. True. Hey, we gotta get the likes up. We need 93 more likes. Hold on, guys. We gotta get the likes up. We need 93 more likes. If you're sitting there watching the show, hate watching, don't want to hit the like button, where my dog at? Riley, get him.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Hey, bro, we have to admire the greatness of Floyd. Floyd is an enigma, my brother. He's an enigma. What we got to do is see, now, let me tell you something. I told you, some dudes, Floyd can't do no wrong. You know, now, we can't do no wrong, but doggone, he 50, he got a perfect record. I say, are you counting Conor McGregor? Yes, I'm counting Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor was tough competition. Let me ask you a question. What's that? If Canelo fought a Conor McGregor right now, if Canelo fought Jake Paul right now, or if Canelo fought KSI right now, and that fight did $200-300 million, would you give Canelo credit for that? Hell no, he ain't fought nobody. He fighting a Jake Paul. Jake Paul can't fight. And doggone KSI. Those guys are YouTubers. Okay, they're YouTubers. So how are you going to give Floyd credit? Jake Paul is a professional fighter. At least Jake Paul is in box rec. At least Jake Paul is actually registered. His hands is registered, and he is a professional fighter, boxer. Believe it or not, I'm not lying, you guys. Look, y'all look up Jake Paul. He's on there. But I'm saying, so you're gonna give Floyd credit for Conor McGregor and say that solidified the 50-0. But if someone like a Canelo or a Crawford or someone fought that same caliber fighter, who from that background, you'll discredit them? Like I don't get that. I get it, but I don't get it. Carlo, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Coach, it's Leo from San Antonio.
Leo from San Antonio, talk to me.
Yeah. Hey, also a 50-year boxing fan. Your first fight, Mikey Ayala against Little Red Lopez in the convention center here in San Antonio, way back in '77. Yes, but real quick on Floyd and Canelo. Hey, I saw Pretty Boy Floyd since day one, and yeah, he was all that. Fought everybody and took everybody on, but towards the latter part of his career, it was total garbage. Waited for Pacquiao to get old, and I'm talking about way old, and I mean, he was a shell of himself. Then after that, he fought Huberto, Guerrero, and the list goes on. Hey, Canelo, a lot of people are saying that it's towards the end of his career, and look who he's fighting. He's fighting Charlo. He'll probably fight Benavidez thereafter. And I mean, I think the PBC is going to want somebody to, pretty damn good on his third fight. Hey, all credit to Floyd, but Canelo's doing his thing. And, and if a lot of people don't want to give him credit for the unification, he wasn't a Jermaine Taylor that got all his unification in one fight. Mm-hmm. Canelo got it in within 1 year and fought undefeated champions, including, Plant, who was, who has done pretty good and has shown himself real good. Callum Smith has also showed himself real good in the light heavyweight. And Billy Joe Saunders, I mean, nobody wanted to fight Billy Joe Saunders at the time, undefeated champion as well. So, hey, understand all about, Floyd and all he's done, but Canelo's been doing his thing too, and he's not done. So, let's keep it straight. I mean, I think a lot of callers are here are, Floyd, fanboys, and that's cool. Yeah, and I like Canelo. He's great. And I am a fan of his as well. But, in keeping it real, come on. Let's give Canelo his prop as well. That was it, Coach.
All right.
Thanks a lot for taking my call.
All right, shout out to Leo from San Antonio. My thing is, now the brother who called, he did have a point. I think after Oscar, Floyd fought Ricky Hatton, Ricky Hatton ain't had no business in the ring with Floyd Mayweather, but Ricky Hatton was a legend over there. That's when Floyd became the Money Mayweather. Oscar De La Hoya made pretty much transitioned him into Money Mayweather, the cash cow and stuff like that. And you know that mantle was passed by from Oscar. So, but he did fight Ricky Hatton. He did fight Juan Manuel Marquez. He did fight Shane Mosley's. He did fight the Victor Ortiz's, the Miguel Cotto's, Robert the Ghost Guerrero. I ain't know who the fuck Robert the Ghost Guerrero is. He fought Canelo. I think he fought Maidana a couple of times. Fought Pacquiao. Conor McGregor had his first boxing debut. So, you know, it is what it is. But you got to put all that in the context because you got to look at, you got to put all that in the context as well. I'll break it down what I mean by that. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Coach, it's Bobby D in Omaha again.
Bobby D, talk to me.
Hey, man, I saw you put me up there as a Floyd fanboy or a Floyd sexual.
No, sir.
I had to call back and defend my honor, man.
No. Hear me out. I wasn't saying that was you. I wasn't saying that was you, but the way you was talking, the way you was talking, and then if you look at the chat, what people were saying in the chat, because people felt like you was laying it on, just a little too thick. Like, okay, we understand you love Floyd, but the people in the chat, Bobby, felt like you was laying on just a little too thick. So, you know,
Well, I got to tell you, man, the definition of greatness is no matter what kind of stupid shit that somebody says, it stops the whole conversation and it changes the flow of the river, and everybody's talking about this shit that he's saying, and I marvel at it, man. It's like Floyd can open his mouth, and anyway, that's why I called him an enigma. I still stand by what I said, though.
Bobby D, man.
But that's all I wanted. I had to defend my honor, really. Okay.
Hey, defend your honor, brother. Shout out to Bobby D. Omaha, stand up. Hey man, Floyd is an enigma, and that's that. Anybody got a problem with Floyd Mayweather being an enigma? Guess what? That's your problem. True. Floyd is an enigma, man. It is what it is.
DJ Quick?
No, I ain't say
Kick
that.
and Free?
I didn't say that.
Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut the fuck. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me.
I just want money. You know, I just said.
Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
This the whole point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is this. Floyd Mayweather, Money Mayweather, led the I Hate Canelo. Like, he been hating on Canelo since he beat him in 2013, 10 years ago. Floyd Money Mayweather is the leader of the I Hate Canelo Brigade. And if that's what it is, that's fine. I ain't got no problem with none of that. But I just find it ironic that you led the charge in hating Canelo. Boxing Scene writes an article and said, this is what they say. They say that Mayweather, after taking countless arrows, notices that Canelo is being given the same treatment that he received when he was a boxer. Now, the context in that is this. Yeah, you're right about that. But don't make it seem like Floyd see Canelo is being unjustly or unfairly attacked and he's coming to Canelo's defense. That's not true. That's disingenuous. Especially when Floyd Mayweather was the leader of was the main reason and the leader of the I Hate Canelo Brigade. True. Floyd is the reason why Floyd Mayweather fans don't like Canelo right now to this day. So how can you come to my defense? You stab me in the back, right? And then you see other people stabbing me in the back, and then you come to my defense. Hey, man, look, y'all don't be stabbing them in the back, man. Well, the dudes who stabbed Canelo in the back, they only stabbed him because you stabbed him first. How can you forget that part of it? True. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, y'all trying to make it seem like this another way Floyd coming through to try to look like he taking the high road. Nah, you ain't taking the high road, Floyd. You the reason why people these dudes hate Canelo to this day.
To this day.
Really though. True. I'm just, listen, I'm being honest, bro. I'm being honest. So my question is, what is Floyd Mayweather's motive? I get that he signed Canelo's over there with the PBC now and all that stuff there. Okay, he's over there with the PBC for 3 fights. Okay, fine. But let's not come on. Let's be real though. Let's be real. Let's not act like Floyd really, And then boxing, he did the interview with Fight Hype. Fight Hype is a propaganda piece of Floyd Mayweather. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, come on, man. You the one led the charge on that. How can you forget that? How can Floyd forget his hand and the reason why things are the way they are as relate to Canelo with the criticism? Come on, man. It is what it is. Hey, hold on, phone lines. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to. Yeah, so, but you get what I'm saying, though, bro. Like, I'm like, come on, man. Like, goddamn, yeah, man. Floyd, see Floyd. And then this the thing, right? I bet if I can interview Floyd Mayweather, I interview him and be like, okay, Floyd, man, I see that you spoke up. Like, this is how I would walk him into it too. I like Floyd, y'all know that, but I like pretty boy Floyd. Money Mayweather, I ain't like Money Mayweather at all. Just being honest with you. Hey man, Floyd, I noticed that I'm like I said before. Oh yeah, this was the after party we went to. I meant to show y'all this flyer. This was the after party we went to. Well, I went to with Bud. They had an after party after the parade. They had it at the Steelhouse restaurant. It's a club and a restaurant in one. We was at the Steelhouse, in the VIP. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is, man. If you was there, you know what this is. You know what this is if you was there. We was giving them out at the parade. True. So anyway, my thing, this is my thing, right? Floyd specifically said he picked and chose who he wanted to fight because he earned that right. Now, of course, he did that when he was Money Mayweather. He had 15 fights as Money Mayweather. Let's look at it. He had 15 fights as Money Mayweather. He had 35 fights with Top Rank as Pretty Boy Floyd. So take that into context. You have people who are fans of Floyd Mayweather. They became fans his last 15 fights. And as a matter of fact, let's look at it. Let's look at it right here. They became fans his last 15 fights. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I have Floyd up right here. Right, so as you can see, let's go down to about 2007 when he fought Oscar. He fought Oscar right here, May 2007. Then he retired right after that because he didn't want to rematch Oscar. He retired to avoid the rematch. And then when he did come back later on that year, he fought Ricky Hatton. He became Money Mayweather here after Oscar. He fought Ricky Hatton. Ricky Hatton brought the entire UK over to fight him. He sold that fight in Vegas. Then he fought Juan Manuel Marquez. Let's look at this. This is Marquez, right? Let's go right here. When Marquez fought Floyd, he was 146. The fight before that, Marquez was fighting at 135. Hey, listen, what y'all see when you use this Marquez argument, bro, like we can look at his resume. Okay, let's look at it. When we look at the argument, check this out. Okay, he fought Juan Manuel Marquez. Yes, he did. But Marquez jumped on 2 weight divisions. True. I'm just saying. So, listen, check this out. I want y'all to see this. Look at this. September 2019, September 2009, Floyd beat Marquez. And he went 12 rounds with him. He went 12 rounds with him, right? Let's see. Let's see. Hold on. Right here. Let me see where he at. Right here. So in 2007, in 2007, Marquez was a featherweight, super featherweight. He fought Manny Pacquiao at a super featherweight, right? Then he went up to 135. 6 months later, he went up to 135, fought Casamayor, right? Then he fought Juan Diaz. Then he fought Juan Diaz at 135, right? Fought Juan Diaz, and then 7 months later, he jumped up 2 weight classes for Floyd.
True.
Hey, bro, hold on, we ain't finished. Hold on, we ain't finished now. I'm just saying, bro. So, like, you gotta make it. You gotta put the context in there, man. That's all. So you gotta put context in there. Hey, Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Ken from New York.
Ken from New York. Talk to me, Phil.
I'm just curious. I wonder, I think who Mayweather avoided it at that point in time. Like, people got into fighters he avoided. I don't really think he avoided too many big fighters at that point in time. Like, those fighters he fought were the big fighters at that time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is true. He did fight the big fights, but
like, give me a name who he avoided. You know what I'm saying?
Well, some would say he fought. Some would say he avoided Paul Williams. Some would say he avoided Margarito. That's debatable. Some people feel that way. So.
But I think Margarito had lost a little bit over that time. He lost to Mosley, right? Margarito lost that fight to Mosley. I think if he would have won that fight, he would have probably fought for Mayweather. You know what I mean?
That ain't what happened, fam. But people do feel that there was some fights back then that he avoided. He didn't fight. Some fighters, people feel that way. There's nothing that you're going to do to change people's mind on that, and there's nothing that I'm going to do or anybody going to do to change your mind. We're just going to agree to disagree on that.
Okay, but I think Mosley beat Margarito for that fight. But anyway, and I think who's the dude that fought Mayweather last before he fought what you call?
Talking about Conor McGregor. That's who he fought last.
No, the guy Berto. But for some reason they always put Berto up there. I don't know why. Berto was always going to fight Mayweather, and then I think he kept losing to Guerrero. Then he lost to Victor Ortiz, and those guys jumped up. But Berto was always, I don't know why, but they love Berto. He was always supposed to fight Mayweather. I guess he was a PBC guy that they had to fight. I don't know why they had to fight him. You know what I'm saying? But going back to Canelo, I think the problem with Canelo is people think that he should be fighting Benavidez. I'm still trying to figure out how did Charlo jump up to get this fight. You know, this is the wrong Charlo, and this is a fight nobody kind of expected, I think. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the big mystery right there. If you could find out how that fight even materialized, that would be nice.
Well, Canelo has a 3-fight deal with the PBC, so if he's fighting Jermall Charlo, then that means that, and if you listen to Floyd Mayweather, Floyd say him and Al is one and the same. So what role did Floyd have in Canelo fighting Jermall Charlo? That's one. And two, David Benavidez is with the PBC. And if he doesn't fight David Benavidez, then you can't look at Canelo. What about the bosses at the PBC that are not presenting that fight to Canelo? Those are the questions you have to ask yourself.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just curious how how that Charlo got the fight. They offered it to the other Charlo, and this Charlo just jumped up and took it. I don't even know how that fight materialized.
The other Charlo was offered the fight. He turned it down.
And then this Charlo just took it. He was offered the fight and took it.
Yeah, that's what happened.
So
Jermall Charlo turned it down. He's on record saying he turned it down. He said I turned it down. He gave the fight to his brother. He said he wasn't ready. So it is what it is.
So really, he wanted to fight one of the Charlos.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Ken from New York. Salute,
He wanted to fight one of the Charlos. All right, peace, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man, I think he missing that point. Did Jermall Charlo turn the fight down? I got the video where he said he turned it down. I'll call him. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Martin from Oakland again, Coach.
Martin from Oaktown. Talk to me.
I got a couple of names that Floyd, quote unquote, ducked. When he was with Top Rank at 140, he ducked Cotto. There's interviews with him and Brian Campbell on ESPN where they would go back and forth, and he would say, well, who is Cotto? Cotto ain't a big enough name for me to fight him. All of a sudden, he gets knocked out by Manny, gets knocked out by Margarito. Now it's time to fight him. Then, like you said, Paul Williams and Sergio Martinez. 2 guys that Manny and Floyd ducked, so they had no choice but to move up in weight.
Mm-hmm.
Two great fighters. Then you got Margarito, like you said.
I think Sergio's still fighting too. He's still fighting right now over there in Spain, Venezuela, wherever he's from.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah.
And then he didn't fight Costa Zoo. Tim, what's his face? Ricky Hatton's claim to fame is that he beat Costa Zoo.
Yeah, I remember Zoo.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was at 140. He beat the brakes off of Zab. He beat the brakes off of Zab. Zab didn't know he was at. Zab stood up and pointed at him, and his whole leg got stiff. I'm like, damn, yeah, he fucked Zab up.
Yeah, so that's just a couple of names, and then the whole Money Mayweather, biggest fight in boxing history at the time, was Oscar De La Hoya. How come he didn't run it back? The money was there.
I remember.
That's not ducking. I don't know what it is.
I remember another fighter we wanted to see Floyd fight. What the guy name? What's my main man from Florida? Well, he from D.C. Winky Wright. Winky Wright was another fighter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Winky Wright. I forgot all about Winky Wright. Winky around that time too. See, I remember those days. I definitely remember those days. Like Winky. I remember Winky Wright. There was a couple of stuff he left out there on the table as well. So. I do get it. People think Floyd is a perfect fighter. He fought everybody when he was supposed to fight him. That's just simply not true. But I'm not here to. Yep. It's a matter of opinion. So that's why I say I'm not going to argue about it. We're just going to agree to disagree on it. It's nothing you're going to say to change my mind. I'm not trying to change your mind, and that's that. We're just going to agree to disagree on it because I do get it. I do get it.
Yep.
All right. Shout out to Mark.
That's all I got for you, Coach.
Yes, sir. And so this is what I'm saying. The same thing that people accuse, and I go back to what I was saying. The same thing that people accuse Canelo of doing, Floyd Mayweather did it. The reason why you have people who hate Canelo now, well, Floyd Mayweather was the main one that started the hate Canelo train. Now, I'm not knocking any of it. If that's what you do, ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying, let's just be honest about it. That's all I'm saying. The man clearly said that he picked and chose who he wanted to fight. Like he beat Marquez. Yeah, he beat Marquez, but Marquez jumped on 2 weight divisions. You say let's give it some context. Okay, well, the same thing that you're saying that Canelo did. He pulling people up, making them come up in his weight class. Lord him. Floyd Mayweather did the same thing. So I go back to what I was saying. How can you hate Floyd? Well, how can you love Floyd but hate Canelo when Canelo literally, is doing what you say that Floyd didn't do? Floyd got the names, that is true, but, it's much more than the name. Okay, when you fought him, did you have opportunity to fight them earlier? What, Floyd ain't done nobody. He fought everybody. I'm like, dude, there's quite a few fighters that Floyd didn't fight. Do you get what I'm saying? I remember that, bro, because we used to have arguments about this all the time. People did want to see Floyd fight Winky. People did want to see Floyd fight Costa Zoo. People did want to see, I forgot about Miguel Cotto at 140. I did forget about that. Margarito. Paul Williams. These are the fights that people did want to see Floyd fight. So, so that's all I'm saying. Now, if you're saying he ducked them or whatever, I'll leave that to your interpretation. But let's not make it seem like that there was fighters, Floyd fought all the fighters that the fans wanted to see him fight. That's not true. He didn't. That's not true. He didn't. True. Floyd worked smarter, not harder. And he tell you that all the time. I'm calling, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, coaches? D-Block 3 times. I had to call in on this one, Coach.
D-Block 3 times. Talk to me.
Coach, I like when you come with facts. You know what I mean? When callers come with facts, that's the whole point. The whole point. When you come with hate, you got to come with something behind it. You know what I mean? When they love Floyd, they love Floyd, and then they turn their back just like they did with Errol Spence, Coach. That's how these fanboys are, Coach. When the narrative isn't sticking, they say, you know what? Let's bob and weave and get the hell out of here. You know what I mean? When they don't like it, when the room's getting too hot, they leave. That's what it is. They turn on their own goat. That's how these people are, Coach. They don't want to stick with, they don't want to, how do you say that? They don't want to face the facts. Okay, Coach? And that's the problem. When you look at the history of Floyd Mayweather, it's true. Everybody, I even wanted to call in right before everybody said what they got to say. Floyd ducked Margarito, and when he said that Margarito got beat by Shane Mosley, even before that, I remember Margarito ran up to Floyd, and there's a video somewhere on YouTube.
Yep. That's true.
And Floyd said, "It's about business. We got to make the I'm gonna fight you, but it's gonna be about it's about the Benjamins." You know what I mean? He tried to put that there, but Margarito, he charged him up. He said, "When we gonna fight?"
Yeah, Margarito was actively stalking Floyd. No Floyd fan would say that. Margarito was actively stalking Floyd. When Floyd was at the grocery, before Shannon Briggs was doing it, when Floyd was at the grocery store, Margarito was at the grocery store. When Floyd went to the bathroom, Margarito went to the bathroom. When Floyd was at the strip club making it rain, Margarito was at the strip club tipping the bartender. Like Margarito, literally was stalking Floyd.
And not just that, Coach. See, this is the problem when you know your history in boxing a certain degree, and you just worried about. You just think to yourself that you know Floyd because he's 50-0, he fought McGregor, or you saw his last later on fight, but you don't really know who Floyd was and what the competition was out there. You got to look at it, man. You don't know boxing. You just want to think you know boxing, but you don't. Okay, Paul Williams was there. Paul Williams was a tall, rugged. He was a tall, linked. Paul Williams was legit. A welterweight champion. He wanted to fight Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather never wanted to fight him. That's all I got to say with that, Coach. Keep it up, Coach. Go with the facts all day, baby. D-Block, D-Town, D-T, D-Ville, Baltimore, stand up.
D-Block. Hey, shout out to Jesse. Shout out to Jesse for dropping that $2 super chat. He said Mayweather avoided Sergio Martinez, in my opinion. You know what? Sergio Martinez. You know the crazy part about it, Jesse? Sergio still boxing, dog. Sergio my age. I think he 49 or something of that sort. The man still boxing, bro. You can't make this up. Shout out to Ali Maddox dropping that $2 super chat. He said true, but not to this degree. Nello sets duck status. Go. Ali won't let it go. Alice say true, but not to this degree. So Alice say, okay, I admit you got no net. Now Floyd was picking and choosing. He did, he did. There was certain fighters that we wanted him to fight that he did fight, but he didn't do it to the degree that Canelo do. I call it what's the name? You call it, bro. Boy, Alan Maddox, boy, he ain't letting up. He said, I'm holding the line with the hate, boy. I'm going to hold the line with the hate. I hate Canelo. I'm going to hold the line with the hate, dog. I don't care no matter what. I'm holding the line. Hey, Troy, talk to me, man. Call it, what's the name you calling from?
Troy, brother. Troy, how you be?
Yeah, Troy from B-Boy, talk to you, man.
Listen, I want to touch on something you were talking about earlier about Crawford's accomplishments and Floyd's accomplishments. Yeah. This is the truth about it. Floyd didn't accomplish anything in boxing that has been done before. Really, if you look at it, he went up 5 weight classes. That's been done before. He went 50-0. That's been done before by a brother by the name of Ricardo Lopez. He had a draw. He didn't have a loss, so that's been done before. Yeah, and if you look at what Crawford did, he's the first guy to win, the first guy to go undisputed in the 4-belt era twice in 2 different weight classes, right?
Yeah.
And all that, and he's also the only current guy 147 that has knocked out all his opponents, all of them.
And he's 35 years old, going on 36. So for him to be this age, still stopping dudes. That's something else at this age, yo.
And I saw that video. I saw some of the videos he put out. The dude is stronger than he looks. I didn't realize he was that strong when he was wrestling people in the front yard.
Yeah, he's strong.
His brother's stronger than he looks.
Nephew. Yeah, he's very strong. Like that dude. And that's what I was saying. And that's what I was telling people. Like, just because you're the bigger guy, when people were saying, "Well, Errol Spence is the bigger, stronger fighter," that's why we're leaning towards him. I said, let me stop you right there. Just because he's the bigger fighter doesn't mean he's the stronger fighter. The only way we're going to know who's the stronger fighter is when they get in the ring. But yeah, but size don't determine.
Absolutely.
Size doesn't necessarily mean you're the stronger guy because you're the bigger guy. So
right, and now listen, let me jump off real quick. But when it comes to Alvarez and Floyd and cherry picking, nobody did it better than Floyd. He even made up a motto: right fighter, right price. So y'all Floyd lovers Shut up. Right fight or right place was what your man did. I got a lot of respect for what he did before he became 147. After he became 147, he was straight business. There's no more boxing. Bless up yourself, man. Have a good night. Have a good day.
Detroit, man. B-boy, stand up. Again, this ain't no shade. This ain't no shade on Floyd. This ain't no shade on Canelo. Like, Floyd is great in his own right. I don't feel the way that the Flomos feel about Floyd. Floyd can't do no wrong in the eyes of a Flomo. I don't feel that way about Floyd. The dudes me personally, he had 35 fights with Top Rank. There were some fighters that he didn't fight that we wanted him to fight. Very similar to there are fighters that you want to see Canelo fight that he hasn't fought yet. But it was the same thing with Floyd. Some of these guys, I know they love Floyd, but they want to try to rewrite history. And I'm like, dude, there was some fighters out there that he left on the table that people wanted to see him fight. And, like literally, Margarito was chasing Floyd. Bro, just go back. You gotta go back to the Top Rank days. Like Margarito, bro. Y'all look that up. Now, we do know Margarito was a cheater, but that's neither here nor there as it relates to what I'm talking about. He say, shout out to the Martin. He say, Finito Lopez, yeah, retired at 51-0-1. Yeah. Carla, what's your name and you calling from?
Captain Full G from Brooklyn. What's up?
Captain Full G, talk to me, fam.
Yeah, let me ask you a question, because I can't remember what belt Charlo is going to get stripped if he fights Canelo. Which one is that?
Jermall Charlo, that's going to be the WBO. They're going to strip him of that belt, and it's going to go, and Tim Tszyu is going to be elevated to the belt. So he's going to be the new WBO email champ.
Oh, okay. Now, I was just trying to figure that one out. For a second, I thought it was a WBC, but because then I would have had some kind of conspiracy theory that they don't want that man to, if Jermall beats Canelo, Jermall running his mouth like he's going to come back down. And I wouldn't think that they want this man, Crawford, to be 3-time undisputed, because then it would be some real threatening to Mayweather. So, that's disregarded. It's the WBO. I see where you're coming from. That's the one they're going to strip him from. I don't understand why they're going to strip him. WBO, I guess they're different from the WBC. Now, the WBC, he'll be able to keep his stuff. But I don't know why they're doing it. But the WBO, I guess they have a strict policy. You have to defend your belts against your mandatory. So I guess that's right. But can you imagine if he wasn't stripping Charlo? I don't like both of them, man. I don't like Canelo and I don't like Charlo. I'm not really big fans. Like I said in one of my videos, Canelo moves like Floyd. And I really wanted to see this era of that Canelo nonsense be done. That's it. But I really, if Charlo had won, I really want kind of him to win, because I wanted to see him fight Crawford for the undisputed. If I can remember, I don't know. I'm just coming off the work here. I just got on to hear from you, man.
Okay. All right, shout out to Castle 4G, man. Brooklyn, stand up, fam.
All right.
Yeah, bro, like I don't care who the fighter is. You're always gonna find something, something to poke holes at. Like I just think it's ironic that the guy who led the charge to hating Canelo, steroid. That Floyd Mayweather is now praising Canelo, and he's saying, what he said on here? He's saying that Canelo proved himself already. He said he defends Canelo for cherry-picking accusations. He's saying that Canelo is not a cherry picker. You know what I mean? He's saying all of this stuff now, but Floyd was the main one scandalizing the man's name. So all I'm saying is this here, man. Floyd just got to stay consistent. Now, I do get it. He's over there with the PBC, but let's not make it seem like he's running to Canelo's defense. That's just simply disingenuous in my opinion.
But when you are put in a certain position, he should be he's able to, like me. When I was in a position, I can pick and choose who I want to, because I earned that right.
You get what I'm saying? Like I look at this. Let's look at his 15 fights after Top Rank. He was already probably gonna be a Hall of Famer at Top Rank. He had 35. As a matter of fact, let's do this. Hold on, I'm finna show you guys something. This guy had a hell of a. Where's my? Cause I want to make sure I got it right. Hold on. I want to make sure I got it right, guys. Hold on. Let's see. Let's go here. Bear with me one moment, guys. I want to pull up something. I'm trying to pull up a receipt. I want to make sure that I'm right. I don't want to say nothing and I'm wrong about it. So let's do this. Money Mayweather was different from Pretty Boy Floyd. I'll just say that. Money Mayweather, he was what he said, Money Mayweather, right? He was Money Mayweather. Let's see. Let me see. Can I find that? Belts don't mean nothing, but he used to always flash his belts. He always showed his belt. He had more WBC belts than anything. Always flashed his belts, showed how many belts he had. Belts don't mean nothing, but he always showed how many belts he had. And, you know, in this era, they like to pick and choose when a belt means something. All right, I'm looking at it right now. Floyd Mayweather. We guys know that he got inducted into the Hall of Fame. He got inducted into the Hall of Fame, right? He made the whole Hall of Fame ceremony by himself. Yes, Roy Jones, James Lights Out Tony. They had Terrence Crawford there. They took a cast of his hand. This prior to the Errol Spence fight. They took a mold of his hand already. You get what I'm saying? They took a mold of his hand, so they let them know, look, as soon as you retire, whenever you retire, you're gonna be a Hall of Famer. You know, you're going into the Hall of Fame, right? So now I want you guys to see this. This is Floyd, 1996, when Top Rank signed him. As you can see right, he got inducted into the Boston Hall of Fame. He had 35 fights on the Top Rank. He had 15 world titles under the Top Rank banner. 15 world titles. 15. As you can see right here, say Mayweather the first world title against Ganado Hernandez. I remember this fight. So 35 of his fights was on the Top Rank. When he left, so how many titles he won? I don't know. Think what 25 something of that sort. So most of his titles were WBC belts. I don't know if you guys knew that. Most of the belts that Floyd won were WBC belts. Most of them. He loved the WBC. He was one of the people who helped popularize the WBC, the green and gold belt. You know, the green. He used to rep for the green and gold belt. A lot of people don't remember that. He repped for the green and gold belt. Like, people love the green and gold belt right now to this day. You know what I mean? To this day. So he repped the. He had a really, really good relationship with Mauricio Suleiman. Jose and Mauricio. When did Jose Suleiman pass away, guys? I forgot what year that was. What year that was that Jose Suleiman passed away. R.I.P. to Jose Suleiman. Mauricio Suleiman's father. I forgot what year that was. But yeah, Floyd, you know, it is what it is. So Floyd said a lot of contradictory stuff. Belts don't matter, but then he bragged about I won the most belts than anybody. Like I said before, I won more belts than anybody. Well, belts don't matter. You get what I'm saying? Canelo, steroid. But you know, I'm going to defend Canelo from cherry picking and ducking. He doesn't cherry pick, he doesn't duck. No, don't do that. And because people say the same. Now I want you to understand. Check this out. Because the brother called and say, you can't name nobody he ducked. I just named like 4 or 5 fighters that a lot of people felt that he ducked. Check this out. This what they miss. See, I see everything. This guy say most recently, the 33-year-old Canelo was lambasted for choosing to face Jermall Charlo, a fighter who campaigns two full weight divisions below him. Mayweather, after taking countless arrows, listen to this. Mayweather, after taking countless arrows. So let's stop right there. What was Mayweather taking arrows for? To you Floyd Mayweather fans, what was Floyd taking arrows for? He was taking arrows for avoiding certain fighters and not fighting certain fighters that the fans wanted him to fight at that time. He used to get criticized all the time for that. So, you might want to go back and do your research on this. Now, it says right here that Canelo Alvarez is traveling. This is what Fight Hype said. The road Canelo Alvarez is traveling is one that Floyd Mayweather was once on. Let's stop right there. The road that Canelo is traveling is the one that Floyd Mayweather was once on. What does that mean? Floyd Canelo ducking and cherry picking. He fighting people at the right time and all that stuff there. Yada, 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 yada. Well, according to Fight Hype, and Fight Hype is the propaganda piece to Floyd Mayweather. They call it Floyd Hype. Right? Canelo is traveling the road that Floyd Mayweather once was on. So the same thing you accused of Canelo of, you forgot that that's what Floyd Mayweather was being accused of as well? Can't forget about that. So they picking that Canelo for fighting Jermall Charlo. He putting the man up 2 weight divisions jump high to fight him. Jermall Charlo ain't a 168 pounder. He a 154 pounder. He putting the man up 2 weight divisions to fight him. But guess what they ignore? Didn't Floyd Mayweather do the same thing? Marquez, Juan Manuel Marquez, he fought at 135. He fought Juan Diaz at 135. He fought Joel Casamayor at 135. And then right before that, he fought Manny Pacquiao at 130. And that's in 2008. He fought Manny Pacquiao at 130. 2008, he fought Joel Casamayor at 135. And then he fought Juan Diaz at 135. So he had two. So within 2 years. Within 2 years, he had 1 fight at 130, 2 fights at 135, and then 7 months later, he fought Floyd Mayweather. Guess how many weight divisions he moved up, guys? 2. True. So for all those who say Canelo is moving, pulling up a smaller man, got this man jumping up 2 weight divisions to fight him, if you're a diehard Floyd Mayweather fan, did Floyd do the same thing? No, that's different. Floyd did the exact same thing. So how can you criticize Canelo? And I'm not defending Canelo, but I'm saying, dog, y'all got to make it make sense to me. This is too easy. If Floyd did the exact same thing, pulled the guy up from lightweight to welterweight to fight him, and you don't have a problem with that, how do you have a problem with Canelo doing the same thing? If you look at Floyd did it first, in this particular part. So can't you say so the credence that Canelo is doing the same thing that Floyd is doing, that adds validity. You can't argue that. Just like if Canelo were to beat Jermall Charlo, let's say he beat him. There would be some people say we ain't gonna give him credit because he beat the smaller guy, even though Jermall Charlo is not small at all. You did see that. He pulled the man up 2 weight divisions. He don't get no credit for that. So I know you won't give Canelo credit for that, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. But those same guys, let me show you the hypocrisy in you guys. You give Floyd credit for beating Marquez. True. They give Floyd credit for beating Marquez. Floyd get full credit for beating a lightweight, a featherweight, a super featherweight, but he beat a lightweight, a guy who had 2 fights in the lightweight division, and he had a fight 7 months prior to fighting Floyd at 135. Marquez doing something that Tank won't even do, move up 2 weight division to fight a welterweight. Marquez did it, dared to be great, and he lost. So if you're going to give Floyd Mayweather credit for fighting a guy that he had move up 2 weight divisions, how you can't give credit to Canelo for doing the exact same thing that Floyd did? True. That's all I'm saying. The hypocrisy, the double standards. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. F them. You get what I'm saying? So to me, Canelo doing the same thing y'all accusing Canelo of doing. Floyd did the exact same thing. Yeah, he had names and stuff like that, but you gotta look into that. Like I just showed you guys, I gave you a perfect example with Marquez. The brother called arguing Marquez. Marquez, look how smart, bro. That fight was so advantageous to Floyd. Beating up a smaller guy. Come on, man. That's all I'm saying. So the reason why this article is saying this, check this out. Most recently, right now, it says that the so-called cherry picking. Now, they were saying that Canelo was cherry picking. Fight Hype said that Canelo is doing the exact same thing that Floyd is doing. He's on the same road that Floyd was once on. So that means the same criticism that Canelo is receiving because he's on the road that Floyd was on, Floyd was receiving that same criticism. True, true, true. If you're a Floyd Mayweather fan, you have to know this, that he was receiving that same criticism. The same thing you're accusing, you get what I'm saying? So like fighting people at the right time, making smaller people move up, this and that. And then I know your argument, well, Oscar did it and this and that. That's fine, I have no problem with that. I'm not debating it either way. I'm not debating it for Canelo against Floyd or for Floyd against Canelo. All I'm saying is there's some inconsistencies there. The hypocrisy and the fake outrage at what Canelo was doing is what's astonishing to me, while at the same time, you're ignoring the simple fact that Floyd Mayweather did the exact same thing. Floyd Mayweather laid the blueprint, and then after he laid the blueprint, he turned around and started hating on the very same guy, Canelo Alvarez, who he is now defending for doing the exact same thing that he did. True, true, true. That's like... I mean, to me, that's crazy. They not keeping, shout out to Nick Rich, what's going on, sis? They not keeping the same energy. They not keeping, that's all I'm saying. I'm like, dude, you do know y'all ain't keeping that same energy now. Shout out to my sister Nick Rich. Hold on. Let's give everybody a round of applause. You know, that's all I'm saying. I mean, that's always going to, again, the reason why I don't compare these fighters to the old school, the old school, there was a different criteria than now. This shit is too easy to, this is too easy. I can't get blood on here because they're going to say blood is a Bud hater. I'm not a Bud hater, they're going to say blood is a Floyd hater. I'm going to have to get Carcino on here. I gotta get Carcino because Carcino is one of the biggest Floyd Mayweather fans ever. I got to get Carcino on here, man, and I'm going to reach out to him and see can I get him on the show. But this is, I just find it funny. Floyd is defending Canelo now, and I do get it. He's over there with the PBC and all that stuff there, but come on, man. That's all I'm saying, man. Canelo, hell of a fighter. And people want to rewrite history. Listen, I ain't giving Floyd credit for fighting Conor McGregor. Now, when it comes to, I would say this is what Floyd is the best at. When it comes to making the most money in the sport of boxing, he is the best. Hands down, there's no fighter in the history of boxing that made more money than Floyd. But what the fuck that got to do with boxing? That's the business aspect of it. Boxing is a business. He did his thing on that. But now when I look at actual skills, the Ray Robinsons, the Alis and stuff like that, you're not going to tell me Floyd Mayweather's better than all of those guys. Bullshit. And don't tell me because he had an undefeated record. What the fuck that mean? Different criteria. He was able to pick and choose who he wanted to fight. He was able to maneuver, fought people at the right time. I ain't trying to hear none of that. Like, old school is this. I told you guys. Let's say you got Ray Robinson. You have Leonard. You have Hagler. You have Hearns. You have Duran. You have John the Beast Mugabe. I want to put Terry Norris on there, but I ain't gonna do that. You have we'll just put Aaron Pryor on here, the Hulk, Aaron the Hulk Pryor. And I'm not like going in any particular weight division. You have someone like one of my favorite Mexican fighter of all time, Salvador Sanchez. You have somebody like Salvador Sanchez. You have somebody like the Professor or Zuma Nelson. I love the Zuma Nelson as well. John the Beast Mugabe. We got Aaron the Hulk Pryor. We'll say this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see. Pernell Whitaker, we have like Pernell on there. We're gonna put Pernell on there. That's my guy. Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea, maybe a Mildred Taylor or something like that. We'll put Mildred Taylor on there as well. Now, you know what? We'll put Chavez. We'll put Julio Cesar Chavez on there. Imagine, I just want you guys to use your imagination. Use your imagination. Imagine all of these guys being in the top 10 in the same weight division. Ray Robinson, just using an imagination. Ray Robinson, Leonard, Hagler, Hearns, Duran, Mugabe, Pryor, Salvador Sanchez, Pernell Whitaker, Julio Cesar Chavez. Imagine all of those guys being in the same weight division in the top 10. And imagine you being the champion and you had to fight all these motherfuckers. Now, I'm not saying that every fighter fought everybody in the top 10. I'm not saying that. Now, hold on. Marvin Hagler did. Sugar Ray Robinson did. I think Leonard did. Hearns, Duran did. Sweet Pea, Chavez fought everybody. So just imagine having to fight that level of competition when you are a champion. Imagine that. Hold on. All of them in their primes. All of them in their primes. You can't duck them. You can't avoid them. You got to fight these guys. Imagine that. I'll call it. What's your name? You calling from?
L from Kansas City.
L from Kansas City. Talk to me.
Don't forget Henry Armstrong on your list.
Oh yeah. It was a lot, man. I could have put Henry Armstrong. I could have put Nicolino Loche. I could have put the Cuban Hulk. Could have put the Cuban Hulk on there. It's just a lot. Archie Moore. It's a lot. It's a lot. I was just trying to give an example for just top 10. Imagine if you had a top 10 list in your weight division in that, in a specific weight division, and you had to fight these guys. You couldn't pick and choose who you wanted to fight. You had to fight these guys. And I was just drawing the comparison that those old school guys, they had to go through the gauntlet, especially like Hearns. Hagler, and those guys had to go through it. Sugar Ray and stuff like that.
Absolutely. Because I don't hear Henry Armstrong's name mentioned a lot. And he actually had, the featherweight, the lightweight, and the welterweight titles at the same time. And that's when it was one title.
Yep.
One title at period, So I think that people don't mention him enough. And I think, you make the example of how Floyd had all these belts, which is true.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. And when it was only one belt in only 8 divisions, this man had 3 of them at the same time.
Yeah. 3 of them at the same time. And this is the thing, like you said, they only had one belt. So what my point is, they had one belt, they fought 15 rounds, and when you have one belt, you can't avoid people. You have to fight all of those You got to fight all those top guys. If you beat the number 1 guy, guess what? The number 2 guy moves up to number 1 guy. So let's say you Henry Armstrong, you beat Ray Robinson. And then after Ray Robinson, Leonard, Leonard is the next guy. You got to defend your title against Leonard. Then after Leonard, you got to defend your title against a Hagler. Then after that, you got to defend your title against a Hearns, because these guys going to keep moving up. Like, you got to fight these guys. There wasn't you on the wrong side of the street. You got to prove yourself. No, he proved himself by fighting to get in the top 10 in that position. If he's the next guy in line, you have to fight him. So Floyd fought in a different era. And that's why I don't like to compare the eras, because he's on record admitting that, hey man, I pick and choose who I wanted to fight because I earned that right. So that's all I'm saying. This is not taking anything away from Floyd, but this why the arguments is always crazy to me. You can't compare those guys to those older guys, because those guys went through a different criteria.
You know something else that no one ever talks about that I think is crucial to these new guys versus old guys? Most of those old guys fought in Vegas heat.
Yeah.
In the middle of the day when it was the hottest it could be.
Oh, bro, I forgot all about that. They said we used to watch some fighting in the daytime. Right there, right in the Vegas heat in the daytime. Oh, right in the open air. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So 115 degrees. Because you remember, that's how Sugar Ray Robinson passed out, because it was so hot.
So hot, yeah. That's why he couldn't win that title of that light heavyweight, I think, too.
So these guys got these massage therapists, they got air conditioning, they got supplements, all this extra stuff. I never like to get into arguments about the older generation versus the new generation, because the dynamics are so different. Because, like I said, Vegas heat and they fought more often. Because you look, I looked earlier, Henry Armstrong fought like 8-9 times or something, defended the title 8-9 times in a year.
Man, I mean, and then the thing is, like I said, it was just a different criteria. And again, I get it. It's a different criteria, and sometimes people get caught up in the moment. I do get it, but I mean, it is what it is, man. Shout out to L from Kansas City, man. Salute, fam. That's why I don't like talking about. That's why I don't like talking. I'm like, dude, y'all. It was just a different era, bro. You can't compare the eras. There's no comparison. Criteria is different. You know, you fighting in the era now. Everybody and their mama got a belt. I got 4 belts right here, right next to me. I got 4 belts right here, right next to me. Floyd Mayweather had more WBC. As a matter, I'm going to tell you something else too. The WBC used to create belts for Floyd. Do y'all remember that? The WBC used to create belts for Floyd. They had the Floyd Mayweather belt, the PapaJohn.com belt, the Money Mayweather belt, the TBE belt. Like, listen, let me show you how many belts Floyd had. Let me show y'all this. Hold on. The same guy that tell you belts don't matter, right? Same guy that tell you belts don't matter. I'm finna tell you something. Because some people try to rewrite history. I ain't gonna let them do that. Let's see. And again, this ain't a knock on Floyd. I'm not knocking Floyd at all, because somebody gonna take this and say, man, he's talking shit about Floyd. I'm not. I'm just, you know, stating facts and showing receipts is not talking ish. What I'm saying is, dog, like, you know, the hypocrisy. I'm just saying the hypocrisy. That's all. I want y'all to see this. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let's copy that. Go back there. Hold on, I want to show you guys something. Hold on. I want to show you something. Let's go right here. Look at this. I want y'all to look at this. All these belts Floyd show right here. As you can see, most of these belts are WBC belts. Most of these belts are WBC belts. He got a TBE belt. He got TBE on it. TBE belts. Most of them are WBC belts, the green and gold. He the one popularized the green and gold belt in this era, right? In this particular era right here. Like most of it, now you see an IBF over there, you know, WBA, some WBAs and stuff like that. But most of the belts he has is pretty much, you know, on WBC belts. He won a lot of titles. He did do that, but again, they had WBC was creating belts left and right. To this day, WBC still creating belts left and right. True. To this day, the WBC is still creating belts left and right. They created a French fries belt. They created an Aztec belt. They created the winner, the Jake Paul and Tommy Fury fought each other. They created a belt for that. It's too easy. It's too easy to get a belt. It was too easy to get a belt then. I could have fought hog head cheese, pork chop Willie, and got a belt. I can leave the house right now. Go to my corner liquor store. Well, I ain't got no liquor store over here. But go to the hood, go to my corner liquor store, fight Hobo Sam, knock Hobo Sam out, and guess what? I'm a champion. True. I had a fight with Pork Chop Willie 2 weeks ago, and I became the WBA and the IBO champion right now. Fought Pork Chop Willie. So it was just too easy. That's why I tell you guys, the criteria was different. That's the context. The criteria was different. Floyd is great. He made the most money. I take my hat off to him. Let's give a round of applause. This is the question. Would Floyd Mayweather or any fighter would have been 50-0 fighting under the same criteria that Ray Robinson, Nicolino Loche, Henry Armstrong, Carlos Monzon, Roberto Duran, all of those guys, would he been 50-0 fighting under that same criteria? The Ali's and stuff like that. That's the question. Because he would have had to fight Costa Zoo. He would have had to fight Paul Williams. He would have had to fight Margarito. He would have had to fight Winky Wright. He would have had to fight those guys. Do you get what I'm saying? Not saying he wouldn't have beat them, but not saying he would have beat them. Under that criteria, he would have had to fight those guys. Under this criteria, you know what I mean? You know, the criteria that he came up under, you know, it was different. Shout out to Ali Maddox.
Hey, okay.
We're dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What you say, Allen? What you say, fam? You say, Allen said that he say smaller, older Floyd spanked Ginger Duck. Goddamn, Allen. Allen say he gonna hold the line. I'm gonna hold the line with my hate. Allen, boy, that's my nigga there, boy. Allen funny the boy. He hating hard. He said he spanked Ginger Duck, pillar the post. Difference is Duck Nello gets credit for losing. Duck Nello fans love to duck, just like D Block Duck Rick. Hey, shout out to Allen for dropping that $2 super chat. He said, I got Sugar Ray Robinson and Henry Armstrong tied for #1 pound for pound. Hey, bro, that, woo. But Allen, all jokes aside, fam, all jokes aside. And again, this ain't no shade to Florida, nothing like that. But what I'm saying, it was just a different era, different criteria. If you do you get what I'm saying? It was just different. So that's why I don't like to compare, I don't like to compare the eras because the criteria is different now than it was.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
That's all I'm saying, man. Let's give everybody a round of applause. Hey, we gotta get the lights up, man. We gotta get the lights up. I need 19 more likes, for the algorithm. He said we need 19 more likes. We need 19 more likes. I'm gonna shut. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying, fam. Like again, Canelo. Floyd defending Canelo is hogwash to me. It's hogwash to me. Floyd defending Canelo, to me, is disingenuous. I don't believe him. I don't believe he's sincere. And it don't matter. Canelo making his money. Floyd did his thing. But I don't believe him. Especially when you the guy who started the I hate. People, it's people who hate Canelo right now, that started with Floyd. So, shout out to Shad. What to say, fam? I saw that Bud must feel like he won't lose, and he quit this at 68. I don't know nothing about Bud talking about going to 68 to fight no Canelo. Like, where y'all getting this from? Hey, Swab, where everybody getting this from? That Bud is moving up to 168 to fight Canelo. That's not true, fam. Who said that? Hey, what you say? He said, man, I had to roll me up one. Yeah, I got to roll me up one. Well, I got to roll me up like, bro, I ain't. That's not true, bro. Like, you say he said it on the Joe Rogan podcast? Oh, you know what? Hey, you know what, Food Revolution? I know what he's talking about. I know what you're talking about. If the money right. Hey, Food Revolution, I think I heard that. He said if the money right. Is that the one where he said if the money right, he'll move up to fight him? Is that the one where he said if the money right, he'll move up and fight him? I'm just asking. Cause I didn't hear that on the podcast. I didn't hear the Joe Rogan podcast, so I don't know. Is that the one where he said if the money right though? No, he didn't set the money right. So he moved up to 168 to fight. Matter of fact, let me text him. Shit, let me ask him. Hold on. I'm finna text him right now. Shit. Shout out to Swat Jones. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy Cash App. Salute to you, fam.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Hold on, I'm finna text him.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hold on, I'm gonna get the Cash App out the way first. He say for always what you do. He say represent for your fam. Yeah, that's a straight contradiction. He said they got weight classes for a reason. He ain't moving up. But let me see. Hold on, I'm gonna ask him right now. Shit. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. I'm still doing the right texting right now. All right. Shout out to Paco. What did he say? He said Bud Crawford did say that he can beat Canelo at 168. All right, well shit. If he said it, then I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it, fam. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see that. I'm just being honest with you. I'm going. You know what I'm going off on? I'm going off the last podcast I saw him on when he said that they have weight divisions for a reason. He said that 154 is his max. You know. But then he said he probably will consider fighting Canelo at a catch weight at like 158 or 160 or something of that sort. So that's what I saw. I didn't see what he said on the Joe Rogan podcast. I didn't see that. So to be fair, I didn't. If he said it, I didn't know because I didn't see it. You get what I'm saying? You say if Bud beat Canelo, he the GOAT. I don't know, bro. I don't know about that. I 168, boy. Shit. I don't know about that, bro. I'm just being honest with you. I mean, you know, he my nigga now. But I don't know about that. That 168, boy. I don't know, man. I mean, especially before he said that 154 is his weight limit, is his max. They have weight divisions for a reason. He said, Coach, he said on Joe Rogan, he's willing to fight it for 168. All right, well, I know he said that from what you guys said, but I want to hear from him myself. So that'll be a big money fight, though. Canelo and Terrence Crawford fighting at 168. Boy, that's a big money fight, bro. That's a huge money fight right there. Bro, let me tell you something. If that fight, that'll be the biggest fight in boxing. Especially if Bud beats Spence again, which I pretty much see him beating him again. If Bud beats Spence again and Canelo beat Jermall Charlo, guess what? Why not? Caller, what's your name when you call the phone? This is the last call.
Coach, what's going on? This is Rafael from New York.
Rafael from New York. You the last call. We wrapping the show. Talk to me.
Awesome. Nah, Coach. So a couple of things. Number one, I did watch the podcast, and I think what he is saying right now, because I guess Rogan was asking him a couple of things in terms of like, you know, like what's the next move, like what you trying to do, and he was like, shit, you know, if I'm not really motivated, you know, other than the fight against Jermall. And if he really, you know, and that's not even looking that well, since he's not longer undisputed at 154 because he's about to get stripped by the WBO. Mm-hmm. So if that doesn't happen, you know, and before he was kind of saying like 168 was too much for him. Mm-hmm. But I think this free media tour got him a little bit, gassed up a little bit. So I don't know. But Coach, just wanted to mention just one thing about the Jermall Charlo and Canelo fight. That fight feels very similar to kind of like when Floyd fought Cotto. Mm-hmm. It's a good fight. We would like to watch it. It'll be nice to watch, but everybody's gonna knows the outcome of that. As you know, Jermall probably has like a 25 to 30% chance of winning, but other than that, it is what it is. We all want to say Benavidez.
All right.
Later, Coach.
All right, shout out to Rafael from New York. Yeah, I'm trying to shit. I'm trying to shit. You know what I mean? Bruh, but now that I sit back and think about it, if he said that, and I do believe you guys, he did say that on the Joe Rogan podcast, I'm like, just think about it. From a money standpoint, if Terrence Crawford beats Errol Spence in a rematch, well, when Terrence Crawford beat Errol Spence in a rematch, because he's going to beat the shit out of that boy again, if Errol Spence exercises that rematch, he's going to beat the shit out of him. And if Canelo were to beat whoever the winner out of Canelo and Jermall Charlo, that made perfect sense. The money that he made fighting Errol Spence, I heard they made like $25 million or something of that sort. Fighting Canelo, he'll make way more money than that. That'll be the fight. That'll be the biggest fight in boxing. That'll be the biggest fight in boxing right there. True. If he stay undefeated, that'll be the biggest fight in boxing. Let's get the super chats. Shout out to Black Ice. Dropping that $2 super chat. You say Michael Nunn was a problem. Yeah, Michael Nunn was a problem when in his heyday. Shout out to Shad. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Coach, if Bud were to fight Canelo, who does the LDBC root for? That's a good question. Because they hate Terrence Crawford and they hate Canelo Alvarez. The Alphabet Boys, they might sit this one out. They might sit this one out. They might hate on Bud because they don't like Canelo nor Bud. And they hate Bud with a passion. Like they hate Bud. I think they hate Bud more than they hate Canelo now. You know what I mean? So especially after he don't beat Spence. So I don't know who they would root for. But that'll be a huge money fight. That'll be a huge money fight. They probably told Crawford, like, dude, if you fight the winner of Canelo and Jermall Charlo, and Lord, please, if Canelo were to win, which he probably more likely will, but if Canelo were to win, Canelo Alvarez, an all-time great, one of the pound for pound, one of the best fighters in the world, versus Terrence Bud Crawford, an all-time great, the number one pound for pound fighter in the world. Canelo undisputed at 168, and Terrence Crawford undisputed at two different weight divisions. That'll be the biggest fight in boxing. From a skill set standpoint, they're right there. From a skill set standpoint, they're right there from a skill set standpoint. Punching power, Lord have mercy. Punching power, god damn, boy. Punching power, boy, god damn, boy. Ooh, Lord have mercy, boy. Boy, that might be $100 million fight right there. True. That might be $100 million. That might be $100 million fight right there within itself. I mean, you fighting Canelo, but the stakes. The stakes. You're talking about Canelo Alvarez. Canelo got a huge fan base. You're talking about a lot of people are saying Terrence Crawford is the face of boxing. He, right now and stuff like that because of his win over Errol Spence, bro. That'll be huge, bro. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I didn't hear that. I didn't see that podcast, guys. I'm thinking about the podcast where he said that they have weight divisions for a reason, and that he won't move up no higher than 154. That's the one I was thinking about. I didn't see me personally, I think Canelo's too big for him. But if it's for the money, if it's for the money for Bud, if it's for the money, man, go get the money. I can't knock the man for getting the money. True. Everybody else fighting Canelo getting the money. Everybody else fighting Canelo getting the money. Why not Crawford? You get what I'm saying? Everybody else fighting Canelo getting the money. Why not Crawford? True. Let's give everybody a round of applause. I mean, Bud did say in the podcast before that, they have weight divisions for a reason. He said that. So I mean, that's what's throwing me off. But when I hear something, I'll let you guys know. Shout out to Ellie Meadows dropping that $2 super chat. He said, "Tell Duck Nello, Mr. Iron Chin, to be great and fight Beterbiev." Okay. Shout out to Dante dropping that $2 super chat. He said, "Bud versus Canelo. I could see that being a trilogy." I don't know about trilogy, man, but that's a risky fight. But the money has to be right. If let me tell you guys something. If Showtime execs were to come and say, "Listen, we got a mega fight. Terrence Crawford is the hottest name in boxing right now. Canelo, you beat Jermall Charlo. We can make that fight. He can be a part of that 3-fight deal. You fight doggone a welterweight, a guy who started out at 135, and you fight that guy. He moved up to 168. That's going to be a huge fight because his profile is high right now. He has a high profile, and he's making a lot of money. He has a high profile. He's making a lot of money. He's pound for pound #1 fighter in the world. You got an opportunity to fight him. He's a pound for pound guy. Both of you guys are all-time greats. Both of you guys are first ballot Hall of Famers. That'll be something that the fans will get behind. That'll be something that the fans get behind, especially the Canelo fans. Shoot, Lord have mercy, boy. I don't know about that, boy. But listen, they must be throwing a boatload of money on the table. You feel me?
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out,
What's up? It's the Jermall the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who want it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Hello.
Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Or texting. Hold on, guys. All right, sorry about that. I was had a text message. Let's give it, Tender Running Fridays, man. Let's give everybody a round of applause again. Yeah, if they can make that fight, Crawford, bro, Canelo Crawford, especially right now, his profile, her profile is shot up. Right now, Lord have mercy. That right there gonna be the fight.
Now I am the #1 contender. I'm tired of James the Poodle, Grim Reaper, whatever you want to call himself, ducking me. All right, I'm tired of man driving around town in 8 Rolls Royces. He ain't fought nobody. I'm still in a Broham.
You're talking about jumping up from 147. That's 3 weight divisions, right? 147, 54, 60. You talking about 3 weight divisions? Moving up, coming up from a welterweight to jumping up to 3 weight divisions? Lord have mercy, boy. I'm trying to tell you, boy. It is what it is. Shout out to Gloria Day and the Fabulous Set Trips.
Gloria Day and the Set Trips.
These niggas don't play. These niggas don't play. We don't play. You ain't heard. They be tripping. We be tripping. So they swerving on. Swerve on. No faking and no snitching. For the set. Oh, mamas, it ain't no lie. Because niggas gonna bust. Niggas gonna bust.
I tell you what, man, 3 weight division to move up, that's cash out money. That's cash out money right there. Man, I'm finna make the most money I can make. If let's say that fight would have happened, right? If Canelo were to beat Crawford, Canelo won't get any credit for that. He won't get any credit for that. Oh man, he beat the dude. He was 3 weight divisions smaller than him anyways. You get what I'm saying? So he won't get any credit for that. Now Bud beats Canelo, he gonna get all the credit. But but for the money, that's a lot of money, bro. That's a lot of money for. Now that I'm thinking about it, hey, Food Revolution. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, man, I don't know, man. That's shit. I fight Canelo for $500,000 right now. I'm like, bro, what type of if he made $25 million fighting Spence, bro, fighting Canelo, he at least got to double that because he's taking a hell of a risk. He's taking a hell of a risk. Jumping up 3 weight divisions. I don't know about that, bro. I'm just saying for
Who you think he is? DJ Quick?
No, I ain't saying
Kid Capri?
I didn't say
Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut up. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me, don't look at me. Can I tell you something?
Money, you know, I just said.
Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
I mean, because Canelo is a cash cow. Canelo gonna bring him out. You know, Canelo makes so much money in boxing, bro. Like his name is he's just a walking brand, and that will Crawford fighting Spence open up a lot of fans to Spence Crawford by fighting Spence, beating Spence. He's everywhere, and then for him to like the bro. Listen, that's 3 weight divisions, though. 3 weight divisions. It is what it is, man. Once again, it's always our boy Coach Malachi Wins, man. Y'all know what time of TI is, man. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. We're gonna make it do what it do. It is what it is. You know, shout out to Jermall
Crawford, go fight. Y'all fight each other. I'm busy. Motherfucker, I'm busy.
You know, Jermall Charlo, Jermall Charlo, you know, why y'all wanting to fight me?
Don't ask me about Crawford, because that motherfucker ain't in my division. Like, we talking about a 147 pounder that was a 140 pounder. We need to fucking I get it. He won the undisputed, right? At 147 and 140. This shit is different when they get down to 147. How y'all want him to fight me? How are we talking about somebody that ain't even fought in the division? How do he just jump from there to there? Like, what connection do he got to this world?
So Crawford gonna jump 154. Well, he'll fight Spence at 154 in the rematch. Go for 154, one fight, skip 160, go to 168. You know, I have to see that to believe that. I have to see that. I hope that fight can happen then. If that's what he wants, so be it. Both of them gonna make a hell of a lot of money. Shout out to Allen Maddox. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Nello fans, cherry tree lovers, they cool with pillow-fisted Bivol, yet same weight class, but they don't talk about Beterbiev. This is another reason why we say Duck Nello. Hey, dog, what they got to say about you, man? It is
Yo,
what it
I will
is.
break my leg off, up in your ass so far that you be shitting sneaker for a month.
It is what it is. We got to come together and collect the
Now, I run every kind of bitch, every kind of place, and I know one thing. When it comes down on you, you either collectivize or you run like a solitary rat.
Some of these dudes still crying right now. You know what? If they talking crazy like that, man, we might as well need to cool off everything, man. Give everybody some water. You feel me?
I know how we can get this money.
Talking water, My bracelet costs about 40 and my necklace costs a quarter. Talking water. I go stupid like on Boosie. All this jury got me foolish. All this water. All of these diamonds, they bright, so you gon' see me at night. All of this water. Now I be triple. Water. When your daughter see this water, she gon' let Boosie record. Them little niggas in the A, they making deals off the wall.
All right, I'm on Twitter right now, looking at boy Twitter account. So, whoa, Lord have mercy, boy, Lord. Whoa, he say, wow. He say, thinking to myself like the little kid from Omaha, Nebraska. Okay, glad Quinn Charlo learning that you don't always got to be mad and acting tough all the time. I'm teaching him how to carry himself. He say, good job. Way to keep up the good work. He teaches Jermall Charlo, you ain't got to be angry and try to be a tough guy all the time. He said, skills always pay the bills, not size. Remember that. Okay, all right. Hey, look here, man. Well, listen. Let's see can they make that happen then. Let's see can they make that happen. And one thing I say, boy ain't talking no duck language. He ain't talking no duck language. You know, but I think what Bud originally said about the size. He said they got weight divisions for a reason. That's 3 weight divisions, dog. I don't care who it is. That's 3 weight divisions. But if they gonna pay him a boatload of money, If they gonna pay him a boatload of money to do that, if Al Heyman them say, hey, look, bud, check this out, man. Boy, I got a bag for you, but I got about 50 mil on the table. I need you to jump up 3-weight division to fight Canelo. Man, where I sign? I got 50 mil plus back end. I got 50 mil plus back end. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not even tripping on that, man. It is what it is, man.
Charlo twins, we known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out,
What's up? It's the Jermall the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who want it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Nello.
The SWAT Jones.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, what's crazy? Canelo understand business at its peak more than any fighter does besides Floyd. He said Canelo is confident from a business standpoint on this one. I mean, bro, listen, I ain't gonna lie now. From a money standpoint, that fight makes sense. Pound for pound, #1, Chance Crawford. He's finally getting his flowers after 15 years, and he's fighting the guy that's been on top forever, Saul Canelo Alvarez. That's a whole nother level right there. Bro, you make that fight, that's a huge money fight. Huge money fight right there. Let's say a special prayer, man, for both of those fights.
And I want you to hold on to God's unchanging hand, because he helped Joshua fight the battle of Jericho. Yes. He helped Daniel get out the lion's den. He helped Gilligan get off the island. Lord.
You know it is what it is, man. They ain't gotta like it, man, but they better respect it.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all. Stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more. Put some respect on my name.
You know, before we go, we gotta say all praises due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, Mr. Al.
Well, you know, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name, you know.
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Man, look here, man. If they sitting there watching the show, hate watching, didn't want to hit the like button, Riley. Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap-ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Sir, once again, it's on, man. Today is Tenderoni Fridays, man. I want to give a shout out to everybody who called the show. Shout out to Casino Life Prayers, ATL.
Hey, okay.
SWAT Jones, Fort Worth, Texas.
Hey, okay.
Jamie from New York.
Hey, okay.
Nick from Chicago, Chi-Town.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to D-Block 3 times, Dallas, Texas.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Regis from Myrtle Beach.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jay Will from Columbus, Ohio.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Martin from Oakland 2 times.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Martin from Jersey, Brick City.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Bobby D from Omaha, Nebraska 2 times.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jerry from Tampa, T-Town.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Leo from San Antonio. What's happening?
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Kid from New York. Stand up, New York.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Troy from B-More, them B-More killers.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Caps and 4G from Brooklyn. It's Brooklyn in the house.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to L from Kansas City, Missouri.
Hey, okay.
And shout out to Raphael from New York.
Hey, okay.
It is what it is. Let's give a shout out to everybody who donated. Shout out to SWAT Jones for dropping that cash app as well.
Hey, okay.
Let's see. Let's get the cash appers out of the way. They are always hold on. Hold on, let's see what's up. Sorry about that, guys. I'll just text it later. Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Once again, it's on. I gotta let's give a shout out to the cash appers. I almost forgot that quick. Cash appers. I think we only got SWAT Jones cash app, so I got him. Shout out to Drew.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to these are the super chats. Shout out to Jamario.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Sam.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Caleb Productions.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Nesero.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Kim L.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to DIL 87.
Hey, okay.
DL 87. Shout out to Martin King Boxing.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Jamie Vasquez.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Hell for Hustlers.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Allie Maddox.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Martin.
Hey,
Shout out to Jesse. Shout out to Jesse. Shout out to Black Ice. Shout out to Shad 1419. Shout out to Dante and Nadia. Shout out to Swat Jones. Shout out to all of the sisters as well. Shout out to Food Revolution. Shout out to the Duchess of Wisdom. Shout out to Fee on the Tube. Shout out to what's my sister name? What's my other sister name, man? Oh man, I gotta give a shout out to the women, man, the sisters. Shout out to Elena. Shout out to Food Revolution. And who else I had? The Duchess of Wisdom. Shout out to Jackie Hernandez. They got, my memory. I'm trying to remember everybody who was here, but it's hard, man, because we had a lot of people here. Shout out to my sister Nick Rich. Any sisters I forgot, please forgive me, man. You got to drop it. You got to drop your name down here so I can remember. Shout out to Swat Jones. Shout out to Eric G, H-Town. Shout out to JC in the building. Shout out to Jamie Rivera. Shout out to Big Worm in the building. Shout out to Pugilism. Shout out to Jackie Hernandez. Shout out to Dragon Leg. Shout out to Charles Johnson. Who else we have in the building? Shout out to Danny. I guess the chat's moving in slow. Shout out to School on X-Man. Shout out to Nelly Content. Shout out to Marvelous. Who else we have? Shout out to Big Worm. I think that's it. That's all I got right now. Shout out to Eric G from H-Town. Shout out to Troy Graham as well. I think Troy Graham caught the show as well. Once again, it's on as our boy Coach Malachi Williams signing out. True Media Today, USA Boxing. Today is Tenderoni. Today is Tenderoni Fridays. You ought to know how we do it, how we get out on Tenderoni Fridays. It is what it is. We're going to make it do what it do. We're going to make it crack a lag. Who else I forgot? Shout out to Kenneth Johnson as well. Shout out to Weedy. Shout out to Charles Johnson. Shout out to, it's probably a couple of more people that I have forgotten as well. Shout out to, who else we have in the building? Shout out to Caesar. I see Caesar in the chat as well. Shout out to WCS. He was here as well. And just salute to everybody I may forgot. If I forgot to, please forgive me. Just so many people. Tenderoni Fridays. I see you guys. We're going live Sunday. So I see you guys Sunday. But I do have videos dropping tomorrow. You know what time it is. We'll probably go live tomorrow. I'll probably do a pop-up tomorrow, but I'm going to be very, very busy, so I might not just do live in this format. I may do it from my phone, but we definitely going live Sunday. See you guys tomorrow, man. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.